Welcome back to Six Pack Sports Talk. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Robb. We got the full panel in the building today. Going from top to bottom, we got BDT Athletics, Will Ford 89, Jason Ball Talk, Dak Deal, Dylan. Don't got
What
no
up?
socials, just Dylan. We know. And I'm Mike Robb once again. But on this episode of Six Pack, we're gonna be going over the NFC and AFC North previews for this upcoming 2026-2027 NFL season. So we're gonna start in the NFC North. And let's jump right in.
Green Bay Packers. I'll be starting off the breakdown. I mean, they have they're the top NFC North team in terms of Vegas over and under. Over under is at 10.5. Um, we'll go back to that at the end when we talk about our predictions. But last year they were 9-7-1. Their tie being the Cowboys. I mean, the key strengths and weaknesses of this team are pretty simple to break down. Strengths, first halves, if you want to just be simple like that. But passing game in general, Jordan Love being a top tier quarterback. Stats here, I mean, 23 touchdowns, 6 picks. That's a pretty darn elite touchdown interception ratio. 66% completion. I mean, he had a great season. Malik Willis too. I mean, they don't have him anymore, but him being arguably the top backup quarterback in football was something that they had as a weapon in case Jordan Love did get hurt, which unfortunately happened. Josh Jacobs, by his standards, kind of had a little bit of a down year, but we know him as like a top tier running back. We didn't really have him in that top 12, but that's because we didn't really, it's a little hard to predict with him, especially with the offseason stuff that happened. So a little difficult. But then you look at the receiving. This is where a bit of a question mark comes up. I'm personally a bigger fan of Tucker Kraft. He's coming off a torn ACL. So we'll have to see how he plays coming off that. Christian Watson did get paid, but as you see, only 10 games. He's not always going to be there. So a little bit risky to trust in him as a number one receiver. I know they're going to be also putting more faith in Matthew Golden, who showed flashes when he was given more snaps, but wasn't always given that opportunity. Wicks is on the Eagles. Dobbs is on the Patriots. So a lot of questions to be answered. I know Jaden Reed is also coming back, so it's another weapon that they'll have. But the weapons for the Packers are definitely going to be a wild card, a big-time wild card, and could possibly be a weakness depending on the health. Defensively, I mean, this isn't really going to tell the tale as much. I mean, Micah Parsons still not really being as healthy. I mean, obviously, no two injuries are the same, but what do you call it?
PUP?
Yeah. He's on the PUP, but I meant like Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL like a month later after Parsons, and he's already back ready to go. And Parsons isn't really necessarily super close. So, like I said, no two injuries are the same, but just a little discouraging to see that if you are a Packers fan. But when he is back and he is ready to go, that defense is going to be at least top half. I don't know if they're going to be like a top 5, but they still. What's up?
They made it known with Parsons' injury early on. He wasn't going to play till halfway through the season, no matter what. Anyway.
Yeah. No, I believe it.
That was a big thing with the Packers. So I assumed they were going to take it a little slower, anyways, with Parsons. So I wasn't too surprised to hear that news.
Yeah. I know. I hear you there. I mean, I like their draft, though, at least defensively. I like Cisse. McClellan's going to be a real good nose tackle for him, as you can see from their depth chart there. They did just pay Devontae Wyatt. I know Packers fans are super high on Lucas Van Ness. I'm not necessarily super high, but he did show some flashes when Parsons was healthy. So I'm excited to see what they'll get out of him. And then I'm just not the biggest Keyshawn Nixon guy. So I'm really, if you are a Packers fan, I think you're really hoping for what do you call it? Cisse to really be that guy right off the rip. But I don't really know if that's where we're looking. So kind of open the floor a little bit. Where are you guys kind of thinking with the Packers, like strengths, weaknesses wise, like where they're heading into the season?
Offensively, I definitely got to see Christian Watson stay on the field personally. I just think and I need to see more from Matthew Golden. We need to see more than just flashes. I mean, obviously they have the faith in him. They didn't re-sign Dobbs or Wicks, so yeah, I just need to see some more than just flashes from Golden. We need to see him be consistently getting the ball. We need to see Jordan Love, and we need to see Tucker Kraft stay healthy and Jordan Love staying healthy as well. I mean, Jordan Love has missed time essentially every season at this point. So it would just be nice for him to stay healthy. And they also haven't had any playoff success outside of beating the Cowboys in 2023. And not to diss on the Cowboys, but it's the Cowboys.
Packers always beat the Cowboys.
Yeah. So I mean,
I know.
yeah. But
Except for the one time they tied.
Yeah, exactly. So I just got to see some more down the stretch. We got to see them be healthy down the stretch. Because I mean, we know what they can get to the playoffs. And they can struggle and get to the playoffs with 9 wins at this point. But I mean, I just don't know if it's a matter of health.
Their special teams really needs to improve. I should have touched on it earlier. They're just off that playoff game.
Yeah,
Kicker missed,
yeah.
what, two field goals, maybe 3? I can't remember now.
2, and I think he
Two
missed
of
an
them?
extra point too.
Leaving 7 points on the board.
You could argue that Brandon McManus single-handedly lost the Packers that wild card game in January.
And that's not even speaking on
you could make a legit argument about that.
On their whole playoff history of special teams gaffes. I mean, the Packers are almost attached at the hip with messing up the special teams. So
yeah,
I don't know what's going to change that, but
they keep McManus around.
No, it's Trace Mack.
No, he's gone.
They drafted a kicker in
Yeah,
the
I was going to
6th
say
round.
they drafted a kicker.
Word
I mean,
around town is that it's been good so far, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's training camp.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the big question mark that with the scene that we passed over is how's this remade offensive line going to look?
Yes.
Because they completely tore down their offensive line from last year and pretty much have completely rebuilt it. So
Aaron Banks started.
Yeah, that was their offensive line was a big issue for them through a lot of the season. But I think that will probably be one of their big questions. And then how does the defense hold up without Parsons for the first? I think it's for sure 8 weeks. They said.
I believe it.
I can't remember the exact.
They said late October. Yeah, I saw the report I read was late October.
Late October, right?
Yeah, that's my question because
so I'm guessing around 8 weeks.
I think after Parsons got hurt, I don't think they won a game after he got hurt.
Yeah, their pass rush is just without Parsons is just really questionable.
Well, maybe with adding Javon Hargrave into the mix, that will help their.
Yeah, hopefully Hargraves can help give them some pressure in the middle.
And I mean, I know they lost Quay.
I still
they made up for it by getting Zaire Franklin from Indy. So
right, I don't mind that at all. And Isaiah Duffy's kind of a good player, and
I like Isaiah Duffy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I just think Lucas Van Ness is really going to have to show something without.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
I think Matthew Golden will take a big step this year. I think now with more targets open for him, and I think now that he has a second year under Matt LaFleur's offense, I think they'll get him they'll do a better job at getting him the ball this year. I think.
There was a lot of hype around him last year.
Yeah, and
he never
never
not even a little bit, to be honest. For me, I mean,
Green Bay's receiving
have like 1 or 2 100-yard games. Not saying that you're supposed to have 100-yard games.
No, I don't think you do.
No.
One thing I did like from him, he had a big game in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did stop. He did stop up on the biggest stage, so there is that.
That is one sign, that I take. I mean, not saying you got to take it, but I like that,
So is Marshawn? So let's assume Josh Jacobs with his issues this offseason is doesn't start the year. Who's starting in the backfield? All right, is it Marshawn Lloyd, Pierce Strong Jr.? Do they go out and find a veteran? Maybe
I think it's free agent in my opinion.
Yeah,
Don't know which free agent.
available still.
Yeah.
Let me
I
see.
mean, do we think he's actually going to face
Nixon's still available, but he was talking about retirement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Najee's available. Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Eckler.
I think Najee would be a good option.
Najee would probably be the guy they get.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming off a torn ACL, so
Torn
Achilles.
or Achilles,
which is worse.
Mm-hmm.
It is worse, but
Yeah.
I think out of any of those guys,
Who's the guy-
that could become a pretty
You want to sign?
Kareem Hunt and just
running back depth. Even still, just is kind of a problem. I don't think Marshawn Lloyd's bad, but I still think they could use something else behind Jacobs, and you need the insurance because Jacobs exactly hasn't been the healthiest throughout his career.
No,
He's played through a ton of injuries, and you always want something else there. Also, just to speak on Jordan Love, they do have Tyrod Taylor in as a backup.
I did like that signing.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do like that a lot. So
He can play that Malik Willis role.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think Tyrod has a bit better of an arm and brings a lot more experience. So you could still move the. I think you could move the ball still very efficiently with Tyrod. So if that becomes a thing, but yeah, running back just depth can very easily become a big issue with this team. So I think that's something they might need to address. Going into camp, maybe during preseason once they see it for themselves.
Right.
Maybe Marshawn Lloyd steps up and shows he's capable of taking that role. Maybe Pierce Strong does, but I think there's something needed there. But other than that, I think they're primed for a possible division winner right here. It's a tough division, but I think the defense can. I like the addition of Zaire Franklin. They could use a guy.
I like Zaire Franklin.
Yeah, I did like that pickup. On their secondary has question marks. I'm with Ethan. Keyshawn. I'm not the biggest fan of Keyshawn Nixon. I like him more as a depth corner, special teams guy, not as a starting outside corner. But I mean, he's had productive years as a starting corner, so maybe you can grab something out of it. Other than that, they're not very deep at corner. Cisse might need him to step up early on. Other than that, though, I don't really have much complaints about this team. It's just hopefully health to their offense, hopefully, because nobody on that offense can stay healthy. And I mean, just hold over while Parsons is out, and this could be a Super Bowl contender. I think
Legitimate.
Yeah, I think they're
Legitimate
legit.
Super Bowl
Yeah,
contender.
it's those
I don't
first
know.
8 weeks that are really going to tell.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah, I
about
don't know
that.
about the Super Bowl part.
Why?
Yeah,
What?
I'm like,
I
the
would say
I get their past playoff success probably doesn't give a lot of hope.
I'm just like, I don't see that at all. I'm gonna keep it static. I could see them, getting to the first round. But I got to see more from their offense, especially if they're going to be missing Josh Jacobs, and Josh Jacobs necessarily isn't like a super workhorse back. Like he
had a really down year last year too.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not. And then he's going to come in week 6 or something. Maybe we don't even know how long if they even let him play. We don't know what the situation is going to look like.
Yeah, they haven't said anything about suspending him yet.
I'm pretty sure he's like totally active right now.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it would be next year if that's
but still, I just don't.
I don't know if they're going to suspend him.
But even if they don't, I still, even if Jordan Love is down, they can't. Josh Jacobs isn't the back to lean on. You know what I mean?
I think we disagree.
I think we disagree on that one.
Yeah, I think you can lean on Josh Jacobs.
I don't think he's that caliber back. Not anymore, at least.
The question is behind the whole line, like we were saying before. I mean,
I wouldn't even question
Josh Jacobs, but I would just question the O-line's ability to get him the holes that he needs.
But yeah, that's just me. But I just think if Jordan Love isn't healthy, like he hasn't been every single year, they're gonna go into a mid-season slump and then go into the playoffs or not make the playoffs and lose.
See, I think Tyrod could hold him over if Jordan Love got hurt. I think Tyrod's still good enough to give you.
Honestly,
I wouldn't say help you win football games, but he'll keep you in football games for you to win them, and that's where the defense is going to have to be.
For me, I don't see this team being any better next year. 9-8, just above 500, maybe squeak into the playoffs.
Yeah, that's where I got them at.
I would say 10-7.
Okay, so these are the all right, so here's where I was about to switch it to the over-under and get everyone's official take because I'm going to track it. It's 10 and it's over 10.5, I believe.
So
Yeah.
11 wins.
Under.
Oh, I'm too low.
Under.
Sorry.
Yeah, I would say under, but not like my unders.
I was like,
literally
honestly, I'm also going to take the
under.
under, and I'm going to go. I'm going to have them at 10 wins. I think.
Yeah,
I would
I would
take 10
probably
too.
say 10.
Just
not
because
even
the division.
Unless
the
they
division.
did.
I'm at under as well.
I think everyone's at
I
under.
would
I think
say-
that's just the
Exactly,
high line,
actually.
to be honest.
I would say the only the only reasoning for me they'd be under 10 is if they have a like Dallas game again this year, where they end in a fucking tie. But I doubt that happens again.
All right, everyone taking the under, which I agree with. So
Yeah.
all right.
I mean,
Yeah,
I hope they don't have another 40-40 tie.
Yeah.
That
Good Lord.
itself was
That'd be
that
gross.
itself was just terrible.
But
Yeah.
I mean, if Parsons comes back and he looks like he did before he got hurt, like I could see them winning. I could see them winning 11, maybe even 12.
I
But
definitely could.
it's just
Yeah, I mean, some of the offense. I mean, Jaden Reed being healthy helps. Christian Watson, if he could stay healthy, I mean, the offense is what could carry them through that first 8 weeks. And once Parsons comes back, that defense can get dangerous.
Yeah.
yeah. I think.
Yeah,
And
it's definitely
you've got-
it's a tough line, but
I mean, you've got a good coach in the floor too, so. I mean, you could definitely do worse, but I mean, he needs to be a bit better too, especially like how he manages games in the second half. I mean,
yeah, that's what
I
I
agree.
was gonna say. His second halves are just
yeah, he needs to get better. And when it comes to second half game management, if he can figure that out, I think they'll be in much better shape.
yeah.
All right.
I agree.
I think we covered the Packers. Let's kick it to the Vikings specialist for the day.
Yep.
Kyler Murray.
Will. Here
Got
we
my
go.
Vikings
Was the
jersey on
biggest
today.
Kyler Murray fan.
Yeah, we're gonna break down how the Vikings did last season, kind of compare it into
Break down Kyler
what they
Murray's
could
team.
be next year. Yep. So obviously the biggest news for the Vikings is they signed Kyler Murray this offseason, who kind of had a rough ending in Arizona. But basically, in my opinion, I believe the Vikings are going to be better because of this. They had a really confusing year last year, trying to get J.J. McCarthy to go, playing Carson Wentz and Max Brosmer a little bit. But pretty much everybody looked at the Vikings last year, and they basically just saw J.J. McCarthy at quarterback, and they were like, this team is bad because J.J. McCarthy, in my opinion, is bad. But yeah, they were 9-8 last year, which is a winning season. But again, it was a weird winning season because they had a carousel at quarterback. They have really good offensive weapons. I mean, Aaron Jones is aging. He could still get the job done. But I see Jordan Mason kind of slotting in and taking that starting role next year for him. And then the receiving core is just electric. I mean, you got Justin Jefferson, probably the best receiver in the league in terms of talent. You got Jordan Addison, who has been a great guy for them at number 2. And then they also signed Juwan Jennings, who, his nickname is Third and Juwan for a reason. He played great in San Fran, and now he's really going to help out Minnesota for sure at that third receiver slot. And then you got TJ Hawkinson, who's been a pretty consistent, solid tight end. He's had some injury problems recently, but I still think he can get the job done. Talking about their O-line, their tackles are pretty much, some of the best in the league. You got Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill. When they're healthy, they can get the job done, but they have had some problems staying on the field. The middle of the O-line is a little more questionable. You got Donovan Jackson, Blake Brendel, and Will Fries. You got to see something out of them in order for this offense to succeed, especially with Kyler Murray. I mean, I know he likes to use his legs a lot, but it's going to be important to protect him, and hopefully what they're going to try and do is shift that O-line, get Kyler out of the pocket, and make some plays on the run. I believe that would be kind of what they'd be looking at for next year. And then we'll move to the defense. I mean, Brian Flores has got this group on lock. I think you could put any athlete who's played football in that defensive scheme, and he could have them be in the right place at the right time to make the play. He's a defensive genius. But they did draft Caleb Banks this year, as well as Dominique Orange.
Big citrus.
Who hopefully will help the interior of the O-line so that they can work on getting guys like Dallas Turner and Andrew Van Ginkel around the edge. They still have Ivan Pace Jr., Eric Wilson to spot up the linebacker position. More of the coverage style guy. And they also have Blake Cashman. So that front seven has been dominating offenses for the past couple years because of Brian Flores. So I have no concerns unless injuries were to arise with how they can perform.
If I could make one little comment, I just want to say I'm pretty excited to see how Caleb Banks will work in that front seven too, especially if he can stay healthy. I know he had foot problems in Florida, but I think he would fit well with it.
He can be a big force in helping Dallas Turner develop. I mean, we've seen flashes out of him, but we haven't seen him be that consistent edge rusher who gets 14, 15 sacks a year or something like that. So right. I'd really like to see something out of Dallas Turner, and I think Caleb Banks
Isn't he
really
still
do that.
Relatively young too?
Yeah, it's going to be his third year.
This will be his third year.
Okay.
And then a rookie I really like that they drafted, Jake Golday. I mean, I think he's going to be able to replace Harrison Smith in some of those packages where Smith was like closer to the line of scrimmage. Obviously, I don't think because that's kind of what Golday did at Cincinnati. He wasn't your traditional like on the ball linebacker. He was more like that nickel, playing more of like the slot almost. So like they can. I think that's where they're going to sub him in those types of packages. So Brian Flores is top 3 mind in the game in terms of defensive coaches.
Easily.
I mean, I'd argue number 1.
That's why I have no concern over the defense. Yeah, okay. I mean, there's a reason why is how Kyler Murray fits in this offense.
Yeah. That's really
That's pretty much, the breakdown of the team. But yeah, I'll kick it to you guys, see if you have anything to add on, if you want to jump in, go over anything.
I mean, go ahead, Jack.
I was just going to say, my little comment was really just going to be, I feel like the QB room is the beholder of their season. I feel like if that doesn't get situated, even if it is Kyler and he gets rejuvenated in Minnesota and has a decent season, that's going to take them way higher than every few weeks it's either Kyler or JJ until they can find some system that works together. I think that really is the teeter for the Vikings season.
And I think reports have been consistent that Kyler Murray is starting and has that role right now. So I think that's where they're going to go for now.
Yeah,
and they're going to let JJ kind of learn.
We'll get to the Browns at the end. Don't worry. Unfortunately, they're last. Yeah. Unfortunately, we'll get to them at the end. Unfortunately, but yeah, we will talk Browns.
That's funny.
But yeah,
I mean, the QB room is definitely concerning. It's still meh. I think the running back room really doesn't help this QB room at all.
That's where I'm really concerned.
That's what I to be honest, I don't think it matters what QB's in there. He's gonna have no run game, and that's concerning enough as it is because 3 QBs that could possibly start for this team aren't exactly, have the greatest arms. They're gonna need some extra time. They need they need stuff to open up for them.
I hear that. I mean, you look at the weapons that he has. I mean, he has 2 wide receiver 2s.
I agree. I love the weapons.
Top 10 tight end. He has the top 3 receiver in the league, basically. And I mean, his edges are going to be protected. Those are 2 great tackles that he has on that whole line. So
for sure, it's great.
I mean, if Jared Goff can stay healthy,
Yeah, need some help. But I mean, it's great with all the weapons you have, but you gotta have they gotta have a run game to help out.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Yeah. And I mean, they can have that presence. I don't think it's going to be a strong presence in the run game, but they have the tools to have a decent run, and that's all they need. I mean, they have Kyler Murray. He can run the football too.
I personally don't really agree with that.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't really see it with that backfield. Combined, I believe they had a combined 1,200 yards total rushing between the two of them last year. Aaron Jones really isn't getting any younger, and as he's gotten older, the injuries are starting to come.
Yeah,
Jordan Mason just doesn't. I think Jordan Mason's a solid running back. He just doesn't really scream anything too great to me, honestly. I just think the run game is just a big, and then the interior offensive line isn't amazing.
You got to see.
Yeah, Blake Brendel. I'm just not high.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jurgens ends up.
I think he's a 6'7" center.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know why they don't move him to guard.
No, they have him listed at 6'6". He's 6'6". He was supposed to be a tackle, but now they have him as a center.
Jesus.
He was
Kyler Murray back there. That's just a little concerning. I think as well to help this offense. I mean, as arguably number one Justin Jefferson supporter, as an LSU fan, see him kind of return to his form a little bit, because I don't think he was necessarily bad last year at all. I mean, he still went for over $1,000, and obviously with the poor quarterback play, I mean, he did what he could. I think Kyler Murray has shown that he can feed a number one option. So I want to, even if he might not be, I'm kind of with you a little bit more, Jason, where I'm not super high on Kyler, but I think he's shown that he can at least feed a number one option. So
yeah, that's something he will do.
Justin Jefferson, I think, is going to be able to have that bounce back year for this offense. So as long as he can return to that form, I mean, he still played well. Maybe there was something hampering him a little bit that he didn't let on, but I think that, get the drop percentage a little bit back to where it was under that 5%. But
honestly, I think the QB play was so bad. It was just so I just think the QB play was so bad last year. It was just so easy.
It's hard.
Hard to put up.
Max.
That's where
I agree. Yeah, exactly.
A guy like that should never even see the football.
Carson Wentz.
People like to bring up the past years with Jefferson. Like when Josh Jobs was throwing on the ball. Josh Jobs was still a lot better than Max Brosmer is.
Had an arm.
Oh yeah,
Dobbs had an arm.
Dobbs had an arm, and
that's where I think Kyler's going to excel, at least, is being that veteran to at least feed a number one option in Justin Jefferson. I hope too, but I should reword it. I have more faith in Kyler for being a veteran to feed that number one option. That would help the Vikings over JJ McCarthy 900 out of 900 days, rain or shine, fucking it don't matter, 24/7. At least right now, and give him
until you start seeing those
3/4 season.
24 for 46 games from Kyler Murray for 146 yards.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could be like that, and it could be like that.
Will did not like that one. Will did not like that one.
But I think the Vikings
Will got really pissed about that.
Yeah. I think the Viking, if this is the chance with JJ McCarthy behind center, this is like their chance with Kyler Murray. It's not up here like, oh shit, skyrocket.
Yes, it is.
Okay, chill out.
Well, let's get speaking of.
I just where do you get where have you seen Kyler Murray over the past few years prove that he could just be this quarter? Or do you just more believe in Kevin O'Connell? Kevin O'Connell. Is that what?
Okay, hang on. Let's do this. Let's take a look at the Vikings the past 3 years. JJ McCarthy didn't work out. I didn't see the vision. I didn't see the talent. I don't know why they drafted him. I think it was an awful pick.
It's not a coincidence that the GM that drafted him got fired either.
He's fired,
exactly. Yeah. Sam Darnold was this bust of a quarterback, was bouncing around the league. lost, just sucked at football, and he joins the Vikings and he becomes a Super Bowl winner the year after joining the Vikings. Like, how does somebody turn their career around like that? Like, it's insane to me. And you can say the same thing about Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is even more talented than what Sam Darnold was. He's more athletic.
I think he's more of an athlete. I don't think he has more arm talent than Sam Darnold does.
I'm sorry, I just got this clip of this one Hail Mary from Kyler to D-Hop going on in my head.
Against Buffalo?
So,
against Buffalo? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. But
I mean,
I trust in Minnesota being a quarterback revival place, and I just feel that there's something that's going to change. A switch is going to get flipped, and Kyler Murray is going to be a better quarterback in Minnesota.
This is definitely the best spot that Kyler Murray could have gone after leaving there.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah, if there's a guy that can turn him around, it's definitely going to be Kevin O'Connell. I just don't. Over the past 3 years, I can even say we can go back to 22. Go back the last 4 years. There's just not much evidence to really sit here and prove Kyler Murray has much that he's going to turn it around. He's been the same quarterback for 4 years now.
He hasn't been a bad quarterback, though. He has been a middle-of-the-pack average quarterback. Say.
It's more. I feel like he's not been bad. It's like you're just left wanting more.
Yeah,
that's what I think it is. Like, I think it's okay, but you're always like, I wish I could see more out of this guy. And I mean, being on a poverty franchise like the Cardinals doesn't really help either.
Yeah, I don't think that helps for sure, but he really hasn't done anything to help himself the past 4 years now running.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what everyone's got on this over/under. 8.5. Where are we at?
Over.
I'm going under.
Okay. Will went over. Mike went under. Jack went under.
I'm going over. I think KOC
I'm going over as well.
Been saying I think KOC kind of fixed this.
I have them at 9 wins. So
and plus, think about it with the
even if Kyler Murray sucks, they still should be at about 7-8 wins. Just
with Flores and KOC.
I was gonna say 8. 8 wins is what I was thinking, just because I'm not completely sold on Kyler Murray yet.
Right.
If he starts showing me more faith, I would be okay with taking the over at 9 wins. But yeah, right now that's what's got me at that 8-7 range.
Probably like
I'm
that
going under.
8 range.
Jason's got the under. Okay, so exactly we are 3-3 on.
I
just
want to say one more thing.
Somebody's got to suck in the division.
The Vikings were 9-8 last year with a terrible quarterback room.
That's true. How are they going to? They did turn it around. Yeah.
The defense being what it is and adding a better quarterback, how do they lose more games? Like,
somebody's got to suck in the division.
I know. Yeah. No.
Not every year we can have. Not every year the same division is going to have 4 teams over 500.
But I mean, the Vikings now have a third-place schedule. I mean, the year before they were playing a first-place schedule, 9-8 first-place schedule, and now they're playing a third-place schedule.
I don't really know.
A second-place schedule, by the way.
Yeah, it's second.
Yeah, but they finished 14.
No, the Packers were second.
Year,
No, the Lions were first because they were 15-2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 14-3. Right. Yep. For me, I don't like really doing the over under win totals. I prefer to do like a floor and a ceiling. I think for me, I think their floor would probably be like 7 wins if the quarterback play completely falls off and you see people on the defense get hurt, and then I think their ceiling would be 12 wins with a full Kyler Murray revival. Well, that's why I said it's a ceiling, not that's what I think. I think they'll fall somewhere in the middle of that.
I think that would
I don't think
feeling with that 12.
I do have to say.
Think about it this way. Did anybody think? Think about it this way. Did anybody think the Vikings were going to win 14 games with Sam Darnold when the season started? No, and you saw how that turned out.
No, their schedule is pretty
possible.
They have a pretty tough schedule this year, I will say.
But see, I mean, yeah, you say like tough schedule, but the thing is, you're basing the records off of last year, and obviously, there's some teams on their schedule that are going to play better than last year. And
well, yeah, that's what we have to go off right now. Well, yeah, that's
we
what I'm
don't
saying.
we don't really know till the season starts, like who's going to be tough.
That's what we go after. But
who's going to be a choke this year?
Two with all the divisions: the Bills, the Niners, the Panthers, Patriots. Some pretty tough games in there this year.
We'll know what the Vikings are.
I mean, they had a pretty tough schedule last year too. They still went 9-8. So
all right. No, I agree. I mean, Vikings are super up and down.
All right, let me step.
They're definitely the biggest. They're definitely the team with the most volatility in the NFC North. That's what I would say.
Yeah, that's why I have them. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, somebody's in the division can't, got to be last.
All right, Jack, you ready?
Bears.
Oh yeah.
It's me. It's our team, buddy.
I'm gonna shut the fuck up for 20 minutes.
Yeah, leave the
floor. Yeah, Jason, just leave the call. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say about our team, anyways.
Yeah, there's
regression. Jack, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You start off. I'm gonna pull up their odds and stuff.
All right. I mean, I've got three. Obviously, I got three words here: motivated, Dio, Odingbo. There you go. Bam.
Yep.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Like, I guess for things that I would consider a concern, definitely the pass rush. They really didn't do anything in free agency or the draft to address that issue. I mean, I know Montez Sweat had a decent year last year, but they must really believe in Austin Booker and apparently Dio Odingbo, which I don't know why, but
I think last I heard about Booker was Booker has been putting on weight, so hopefully that he gets some more strength on the edge. But that was like the last update I saw. I think that was around like April, May.
Another big issue I have too is Kyler Gordon can't stay healthy. Like he's a shoo-in. He's a shoo-in to get hurt every year. And then I mean, there's a lot of guys on this that aren't on the team this year. I think we should just go over to the roster instead of the stats from.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Just showing it real quick. Sorry.
Dylan said, hurry it up. Let's go.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. A big loss, I think, for the offense will be Ozzie Trapillo because he was actually holding his own and doing a pretty damn good job at the tackle position before he got hurt last season. And I think he's pretty much guaranteed to miss just about either all this season or just about the whole season.
I think they said
it'd be rough not having him. I mean, they brought Braxton Jones back, but you could do a lot better at tackle than Braxton Jones, especially the blindside blocker. Yeah. And they brought in Jedrick Wills, but he didn't play last year, so it's like who knows how he's going to be too.
If he's still in shape, though, I think that could be he could end up being be a starting tackle there.
I don't really care for the Xavier Thomas pick. I thought that was a bit of a reach.
I agree with it. Looking at least pre-training camp stuff and how they want to use him, it kind of seems like he'll be more or less a running back, but they might like more of like an end around ordeal.
Gadget guy kind of.
Yeah. I don't know if he'll line up in the backfield. I can't remember if I saw any videos of him actually lining up in the backfield, but I know they were working on his ball carrying more than really catching.
Right. Well, unfortunately, since he's a third-round pick from Ryan Poles, unfortunately, that just means he's guaranteed to not work out. Every guy that Ryan Poles drafts in round 3 ends up being a fucking bum. So, no. Oh well, we had a good run. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what other things.
I was gonna.
What's the offensive line? Oh,
what on earth is this,
bro? You got bots. You got bots infested in this. You gotta like actually monitor this, buddy. You gotta start like banning things.
But speaking of Kyler Gordon, I wonder if they're gonna use Malik Muhammad to kind of fill in his role, or where they're gonna put him in the cornerback situation, if he'll play a slot or if they want him to be that nickel guy in case Kyler gets hurt or not too sure. But I'm not like Malik Muhammad's going to be Darrelle Revis, but I am pretty excited.
No, I'm excited to see how he turns out too.
And Dylan Thieneman too with Kobe Bryant. Oh my God,
yeah.
that's safety.
I think it's a guarantee that
over the top lockdown.
Like that's, I think, a certainty that we see Kyler Gordon get hurt because it just happens every year at this point.
It's like I don't know. It's kind of gotten into, at least for me, I feel like if Malik Muhammad is developing well and playing well, you shop Kyler Gordon around and see if any teams will offer you something for him.
For me, from what I saw from Malik Muhammad when watching him for the draft, I think he's going to be more of a next year guy. I think he's going to need this year to.
Okay, so
I could be wrong, but
they might play him in like the slot if that's a case, like
if they need
fourth corner option type shit.
Yeah, he'll get on the field every now and then.
Right, I think he's going to be more of a next year guy in my opinion.
I liked the Dylan Thieneman pick too. By the way, that was
so happy he fell.
And feels such a need. And then the signing of Kobe Bryant too, like that's a great safety pair right there.
So. You got a good one in Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, that's a good
speaking from a Seahawks fan up there too. Yeah.
Hopefully Jalen Johnson plays like himself
like
from previous seasons and not last season, because I know last season was pretty injury filled. So hopefully he can get back to what he was. And then I like the Devin Bush. I like the
Devin Bush signing a lot too. Good. Actually, that is especially for linebackers, position that you're kind of lacking in. That is a great signing. And I want to bring up Keyshawn Elliott. I know he was a later round guy, but I mean, like I said, the linebacking room is hell. He can get some playing time no matter what. Like, someone's going to get hurt too, probably. The linebacker room last year, 4 or 5 people got hurt and were scraping
the barrel.
That's why DeMarco Jackson got re-signed, actually, was because he had to play last year and he played pretty decent. They decided to bring it back again.
Yeah. I think this team, it pretty much goes as Caleb goes, I think. Like, if Caleb's playing great, this team will do great. But if he takes a step back somehow this year, which God forbid I hope doesn't happen, then it's definitely going to be on the rougher side. Because obviously, I think the big thing that everybody has on the Bears is like the turnover regression, because they were really good at getting turnovers in crucial moments last season. And I mean, just like law of averages and regressions, it's just going to tell you that's not sustainable on a year-to-year basis. So they have to definitely cut out some of the heart attack-inducing fourth quarters at the end of games. But I mean, he definitely made some throws. Caleb definitely made some throws last year where it's like, I really don't know like how many other quarterbacks make the kind of throws he does.
Very Mahomey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Don't make me
that guy. But we just kind of have to see what happens with that. He's got to do a better job of making like the simpler throws. I feel like there were a lot of times last year where like he just seemed to miss easy completions, and that seemed to just kind of derail drives and stall them out before they could even get going. Like, they were notorious last season for starting off slow. Like, they didn't get – like, there'd be some games they wouldn't get to halftime and they hadn't even scored a touchdown yet. But, like, all of a sudden they come out in the second half and the wheels are clicking. So I would like to see them get off to a faster start this season compared to last. And Ben Johnson running the offense, I have full confidence in Ben Johnson running the offense. I mean, he absolutely cooked with this team last year offensively. Defensively, big question mark, but I mean, if he keeps the run game going, and
run game was phenomenal last year, especially if you take DeAndre Swift of last year and DeAndre Swift of 2 years ago, completely different player, bro. Night and day. It's
we were calling
phenomenal what he did for him. Yep. I was calling him number 4 back then, and he's DeAndre Swift now. Because he's playing some football, and kind of football I like to see.
And one last thing before I kick it to the non-Bears fans here.
I got a couple things to say after
opinions I don't really give a shit about. I think Luther Burden has a much higher floor than Rome Odunze has at this point. I think Luther will be the star receiver compared to Rome. Rome, to me, just in my opinion, which doesn't really matter, I know in the big picture of things, but Rome to me seems to be a bit disappointing so far, honestly. Like, I feel like he could be better, and he just hasn't been so far. And now he's got that nagging foot injury, which he said more than likely is never going to be 100% ever again. So we don't know how that's going to affect him too. So I don't know. Like, I'm much higher on Luther's stock than Rome's.
I also am. It kind of seems like they might go that route too, trying to eventually make Luther Burden the one while having Rome be the two. I think Rome could, he does have the potential to be your number one guy, but yeah, he just hasn't had a breakout either game or stretch through the season that really defines that. Well, at least with Luther Burden, I feel like they see more stock in him being able to either have those stretches or he has a game for 200 yards, 6 catches, 3 touchdowns, something crazy, But I don't think that means Rome's all right, peace out, Rome. Go
right,
fuck
he's
yourself.
a boss.
Yeah, no. I honestly think that will help him more, him not being the number one target, to be honest. Because I think he works best in a one-on-one situation. And if you got 2 people, whether it's safety and corner looking over Luther, you can have Rome cut in on an in or something, just the guy has him beat or on a fly one-on-one. I think that's where he can excel at.
Yeah. All right, let's kick it to the rest of the non-Bears fans. Let's see what they think.
And call us Joe's piece.
You guys didn't necessarily say anything too crazy.
No.
The turnover regression is definitely going to be a very key factor, and I mean also Caleb Williams is going to be that guy. I think he's going to take another step most likely. So yeah, but like Dylan said, you guys are going to live and die on what Caleb can do for you guys. But yeah, it's just you guys pretty much touched on everything. I don't have anything else to add. I didn't have any too egregious takes to disagree with. So you guys did your job. Yeah.
Oh, my only other thing I just wanted to throw in, because we talked about wide receivers, forgot to mention the running back room. I'm hoping to see Ben Johnson use Kyle Monungai more. Not saying he didn't use him enough last season, but it would be kind of nice if maybe this season it was more of a 50-50 split or something. I think, I know you're looking crazy, Mike, but I think Kyle Monungai has good potential.
I'm a Kyle Monungai guy.
To be,
I don't have anything again. I just think Swift is a much better than Monungai.
No, I agree.
That's Jack's top 12 running back right there, by the way.
Yes,
I don't think either.
I know that's why he's praying for a good season for the propaganda.
Facts.
So when
we get to the end of the season, I was like, I told everyone.
I already knew this.
He's like, what are we talking about?
He's like, I already knew.
Yeah, he's like, why do we have to bring this up? Exactly.
Said you guys are way behind.
I think there's 2 big question marks I probably have with the Bears this year. One is probably just the front 7, just in general.
As a whole.
I like the linebackers.
Yeah,
linebackers.
Yeah, I think the linebackers
are all right.
Yeah, it's better, but they got to stay healthy. That's kind of the big thing. Which no linebacker could stay healthy in Chicago last year. I don't think any of us would have stayed healthy if we played. Everybody was getting hurt there. So hopefully a healthy season out of them. The pass rush to me is just meh. Nothing excites me about it. Montez Sweat makes a lot of money to do a lot of okay stuff. So
I mean, he wasn't that bad last year.
No, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad, but he also makes $25 million.
Yeah,
true. So I would like a little more, but I won't go too much. Grady Jarrett's getting old. I think he did pick it up later on in the season, but
he's still unk though.
He's still unk. So we'll see if we can get much out of him. I did like Javon Dexter. I thought he was fine. Should be good. The real problem is once we get to motivated Dio Odingbo, he played like a Dio Obozo last year, and then got hurt.
I've waited months to say that.
Like just the depth of the pass rush just doesn't it's really concerning to me. If Dio does go out again, it goes to Austin Booker.
No, I think Austin Booker would start at this point. I don't think.
You think Austin Booker's going to end up starting over him?
Yeah,
Dio?
I think he will.
I think so.
Because even the games like Booker hasn't started in, he still gets some playing time in. Like whether it's like second or third quarter, you'll see the defense go out, and then you'll see Austin Booker's on the edge instead of whoever the fuck.
Yeah, I would much rather have Austin Booker out there than Dio Odingbo.
I also would.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. The other big concern I have is the depth offensively. I don't like the receiver depth at all.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, that's not
if a long injury, as you know, we're not hoping for injuries, obviously, but God forbid Luther Burden or Rome Odunze goes down for an extended period of time. Your number 2 receiver is most likely Khalif Raymond for a while.
Or
Ja'Day Walker.
And the depth is just not. I think there needs to be a little more.
They have Scotty Miller too.
Oh boy.
Names. You got to watch out for those guys.
But see,
did you just try to excite me with Scotty Miller?
They also have 3 tight ends.
Did you really just try to do that?
We have.
Shit! Yeah, you know
we
what?
Also have 2 rookies in Kyron Hudson and Omari Kelly.
I mean,
I actually liked Kyron Hudson coming in.
Colston Loveland, it will be.
I love me Colston Loveland.
Great tight end.
Cole Kmet.
He's solid.
He's been solid.
That's another guy. He's another guy with Kyler Gordon, where if Sam Roush develops very well, I'm listening to teams if they want Kmet. I might not send out the calls, but if someone calls me, I might pick it up and listen. You know. But I know Ben Johnson likes.
Nobody's picking up that money, unfortunately.
Them drafting a tight end like that tells me they're going to run the football a lot.
Yeah, I think they're going
to. That's what I was going to say. Is I also know Ben Johnson likes to run the three tight ends.
That's what the Rams did a lot last year.
So running. Do that. Funny enough, is like running backs the only position I really have no concern at depth. Quarterback as well. I do like their quarterback depth. Per se, Caleb does get hurt. I like Bajan and even Case Keenum is your third string. So
Willem Moss is trash. There. I'm sorry.
All right. Oh, geez. All right.
I'm curious to see how their center that they drafted in round 2 turns out too, because I heard he's already looking pretty decent. Like he might take the job from Garrett Bradbury at some point this season. Is what I
heard Garrett Bradbury. I heard Garrett Bradbury was already they said he might not make it out of camp.
Which, if that's the case, that would be pretty disappointing trade wise, but good draft pick wise because, I know Drew Dahlman retiring this offseason was like a huge wrench in the plans. Like, literally, I don't think anybody saw that coming. But
it's a shot in the foot right there to your amazing offensive line you spent on.
He sucks for that.
See, I still think that Ryan Poles is not a very good GM.
I'm there too.
I think like Ben Johnson, the coaching of Ben Johnson, I think is more of why this team won as much as they did last year, and not Ryan Poles. I mean, this was probably his first really good. Last year was probably his first really good draft with Loveland and Burden.
I personally, the team on paper just doesn't scream.
first one he's really hit it. I don't know, like
the team on paper just doesn't really scream contender, but we see how Ben Johnson coaches this team.
Yeah, fact.
What you can get out of them offensively, so we know they definitely will be up there. But yeah, I'm kind of with Dylan.
I think Caleb takes another step this year, being in year 2 now of Ben Johnson's system.
I think so too.
I think you see him start to make some of those more easy completions now, and I think the accuracy gets a bit better. And
I also think we'll see him be very comfortable in the play situations.
Yeah, because you could definitely tell there was some growing pains, like in Ben Johnson's system last year for sure. But I think now with a year under his belt, I think the sky's the limit for him this year.
Right. Especially now,
I don't know,
but yeah, that's just the hope you have from what we've seen.
Right.
But yeah, I agree. I think Caleb just takes another step, especially under Ben Johnson, because especially with plays Ben Johnson calls, now he knows, there is a chance for maybe my blind side to be open. Like just a bunch of little things, that really helps being under a tenured coach, not having to switch through offensive coordinators, play callers every season. Actually having a guy that wants to build around you and your style of play and is going to try to find play schemes that fit you while also still keeping his smash mouth run football. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to see finally,
You gonna shed a tear? Like
a little bit, man.
I did see it go down.
I feel like LeBron. It's about damn time.
We're getting emotional over here.
All right,
that's my quarterback.
Let's set a floor and a ceiling, and then let's also get the over under. Over under is 9.5.
I think their floor for me is like 8 wins, to be honest.
I'd say 7.
I was gonna say floor would be 7.
7 for me.
I'm gonna agree with 7.
Yeah,
7 wins.
So shout out you, Mike, for having a little more faith.
I'd say the ceiling is 12 or maybe 13 wins.
I would say ceiling. I would say ceiling's 13 for me.
Yeah, if you get like an MVP caliber at it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go 13 or if Caleb. Yeah, if Caleb takes yet another totally linear step, then yeah, they'll win 13 games.
Yeah. I think 11. I'm thinking 11 and 6. So I'd go the over.
I got them at. I think I had them at 10 and 7, but with the Packers adjustment, I'm gonna have them at 11 and 6.
Yeah, I'll go the over as well.
I was.
It's 9.5.
Yeah, I'll go over 10 and 7.
I'm the only one that has the under on the Bears. I had them at 9 and 8 when I did my season. When I looked through when I did my season.
That's valid.
It's so hard to say though. I mean,
that division's just going to be.
Their schedule just got real rough.
My issue is I did it before the Parsons news, so I thought Parsons would kind of be back. So I had the Packers at 12 and 5, so I had to adjust that.
I'm guessing Bears Packers play week 18, right?
Well, week 16, and we also play week 5.
Okay.
We'll get one matchup without Parsons and then one matchup
with. Yeah.
We play Minnesota second week again.
Yeah, everyone's got the over but Jason. All right.
Cool.
It's kind of figures. Jason doesn't really got any ridges in his brain, so.
Oh God! All right. Who took the Lions again?
I did.
Oh shoot!
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Let's see what the bucket brain has to say.
Bucket brain.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Boy.
Real talk though, the Lions obviously pretty disappointing season considering their expectations and how the season actually ended up. I think most people before the season started last year picked the Lions to win the NFC North, but they ended up finishing 9 and 8.
Right.
I think that was just due to a lot of injuries on their defense, the play calling and the play calling of John Morton last year seemed to be an issue. Like Dan Campbell had to step in and take back over play calling, and then he gave it back to him, and then he took it back again. And also decline in their running game last year was definitely an issue as well. Like not a steep drop off. Like the offense still put up a lot of points, but like it was definitely noticeable. Like their run game was definitely a little bit different compared to how their run game looked in previous seasons. I mean, roster wise, or I should say depth chart wise, I should say, offensively, this is still a really good unit. Like Jared Goff is a very consistent quarterback that puts up between like 4,000 and like 4,500 yards every year, and he gives you right around 30 plus touchdowns every season so far. He's been in Detroit. Like the guy's just pretty damn consistent. I liked the draft pick of Blake Miller to help address their tackle issues because what's his face left in
fantastic pick.
Yeah, he has to be released. I'm trying to think of his name. I can't freaking remember.
Most NFL ready. It was Taylor Decker.
Yeah, Taylor Decker.
Most NFL ready tackle.
Yeah.
Other than the what's his face Maui Noah.
Yeah, I like the Cade May signing too. I know Ethan is a Panthers fan. That kind of hurt you when you saw that Detroit went and got him. Yeah.
Very good signing for the Lions.
I'm curious to see how Penei Sewell will adapt to playing left tackle compared to right. I think he'll be okay, but I think there's probably going to be some hiccups, like not anything crazy bad, but
maybe
I think
the first couple games,
Yeah, it's going to take him a couple seconds just to adjust to playing left tackle compared to right.
He's played on the left side before, has he not?
I believe he has.
I was going to say, I believe he has at the NFL level.
But not
maybe
full
in spots.
time.
Maybe in spots.
Yeah, but not full time.
I was like, maybe we looked that up real fast. I'm not sure.
Give me a minute. I can look.
But
okay,
I'll
go
keep
ahead.
Going with the rest
yeah,
of
keep
the
going.
weapons. I mean, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown, you got Jamison Williams, and Isaac Tesla, who actually probably be a pretty good number 3.
I believe it.
Jamison and Amon-Ra. I mean, Amon-Ra is one of the best wide receivers in the league, and Jamison finally had like that first really good season that I think Lions fans have been waiting for. Like he finally cracked over 1,000 yards, and he's finally becoming that deep threat I think that they were hoping to see out of him. Exactly. Sam Laporta is really good as a tight end still too. They did trade away David Montgomery, but they did bring in Isaiah Pacheco. But Isaiah Pacheco is not the kind of name that he used to be. He's looked pretty washed ever since he had that knee injury. So my guess is I would assume, knowing Dan Campbell and the Lions, Isaiah Pacheco probably takes over what David Montgomery did last year. But I do think you do see an increase in workload from Jahmyr Gibbs too.
Give Gibbs the whole pie.
Yeah.
I say Gibbs everything, bro.
Yeah, you got to be careful in doing that because you don't want him to get hurt either. You can't give him everything. You do need to spell him. You can't.
Well, yeah, I was about to say Pacheco's there as a traditional spell back. You know, like a 10 to 15% carry guy. You know?
I mean, Jamison Williams is uber talented. Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm sorry.
Well, they both are.
Yeah, they both are. I mean, you see how fast when Jahmyr Gibbs like gets away from people, his breakaway speed is like incredible to me.
Yeah.
Like when he breaks away, he's gone. But
shout out U of I, bro.
Yeah. Sorry. And then I think the biggest I'm not really concerned about the offense as much as the defense. That's where my biggest concern is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these guys
starting.
DJ Wonnum starts. Just about all these guys like starting in their defense have experienced like injury in some way, shape, or form. And especially last year, Brian Branch and Joseph Kirby are starting on the PUP list. So they're going to be out 6 weeks no matter what. So they're going to have Christian Izien and Chuck Clark be their strong safety and free safety. So they're going to be already playing at a slight disadvantage in the back end of their defense. Right. DJ Reed's all right. Rocky Sin's fine too. I mean, and Roger McCreary. I mean, you could definitely do better than those three.
Keith Abney takes the spot. I think Keith Abney's got the
you think so?
Quick. Yeah, I think Keith Abney was.
Yes.
I thought him as a second-round talent, and he went in the 5th round. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
I
think he's going to be
was
better
not
than
expecting
McCrary.
Keith Abney to fall.
Jack Campbell's a good linebacker. Marvin Rodriguez is solid.
He's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously Aiden Hutchinson's one of the best edge rushers in the league.
Absolutely.
Aleem McNeil, when he's healthy, can be pretty damn good too. And it'll be interesting to see how Tyleek Williams does in his second year. But yeah, I think the major concern, just like the last couple of years, is health for the Lions defense because they have been just utterly devastated by injuries year after year. But I give credit to Dan Campbell because even with all these injuries, he still has this team playing as hard as they can. And I think even though Drew Petzig, I think, is now the offensive coordinator for the Lions, which is I really didn't get that hire because he was horrible with Arizona. But
we played these games before.
Yeah, I think that the Lions' offense will still be good in spite of Drew Petzig. But I would not be surprised if you see a lot of frustration with him early, especially from Lions fans. Like they get sick of him fast. That'd be my guess. Because, you saw what he did with Arizona. But I don't know. Maybe it's a whole different team. You got a lot better weapons. So I don't know. Maybe he can figure it out. We'll see. Maybe Dan Campbell has to take back play calling by week 7. Who knows? But, yeah.
Just to bounce back on Panay, he's played 650 snaps at left tackle in the NFL.
Damn.
And then he also played left tackle at Oregon. He played
the best lineman.
He played almost 1,400 snaps there. So
should be no concern. Yeah, it was pretty much. He was already looking like a Hall of Famer right tackle. Let's be real.
There shouldn't be any real concern about Panay moving over.
Then he should be.
I think he broke down the Lions really well. To be fair.
Yeah, I'm pretty much just. It's just the health.
They
just need to. Yeah, they just got to stay healthy. That's really it. Just to give Jared Goff a little praise. 3 straight seasons of 4,500 plus yards and 30 plus touchdowns. That man produces.
You don't really see that, especially now.
You don't see that type of consistency, and especially at that high of numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And he routinely has a higher completion percentage too, above 67% the last 3 years. So, Jared Goff's going to produce. Just got to make sure everybody else stays healthy. Jahmyr Gibbs hopefully shows he's ready for this big of a workload. Mm-hmm. I think it will be beneficial actually to him to having more of a workload. Just the game breaking speed. There's just any moment he can break.
Hey, we got him ranked number 2.
Yeah,
it's ready for him to go.
Yeah,
we're ready.
It's time for him. Yeah, it's time for him. But just hopefully that defense can stay healthy because it feels like since they played Washington in the playoffs, just cannot stay healthy. Just ever since then.
I would say,
I know, but that just felt like a nail in the coffin for health with them. I don't know what it is, but they went into that game with so many injuries against Washington, and they just since that's just back-to-back years, they just can't stay healthy.
Well, even the year before when they blew that big lead in the NFC Championship game against the 49ers, they were pretty beat up too.
They were pretty beat up.
Right. It's just they just haven't had that luck.
Yeah, they just can't catch a break when it comes to the injuries on the defensive side of the ball.
It's just the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's crazy.
They had some O-line injuries last year too, but I think their O-line is still in a good shape for this year.
Yeah, and their offense still was able to put up points.
Yeah. The Lions are just cursed, man.
I will say
never win anything.
For something that's important to them, in games they rushed for over 100 yards, they were 9-0. In games they rushed for less, 0-8.
Yep, there you go.
Running the ball,
something they got to fix.
Like I said, that was a big thing that cost them a postseason appearance last year. Was that
because it sets up the play action game, and Jared Goff is lethal out of the play action game when you can give him protection.
He might be the best quarterback out of play action.
He's up there. If we're being serious, because him to Amon-Ra St. Brown working over the middle, Jameson Williams taking the top off the defense. You got Laporta sitting there in the hitches. Isaac Tesla to make a crazy catch on the sidelines. I mean,
yeah,
they're game.
Loaded with
they got spots.
They're not hurting for weapons. That's for sure.
Not at all.
No, like I said, I think I'm not really concerned about the offense other than possibly Drew Petzig's play calling, but
Dan can take over that right away if it gets.
And then let's not forget too Terry and Arnold being an idiot and getting released. And
oh God, yeah,
what a waste of a first round pick.
I mean,
that guy.
I don't know. That might have been a little beneficial. Terry and Arnold was. I don't.
Not very good. Unfortunately.
No, he wasn't. But still, I mean, he was only going in what, his second year or third year?
Third year.
Yeah.
So you can't count him all the way out, I guess.
No, he wasn't all the way out. But I didn't have very much hope left.
But like I said, I'm wondering how their back end of their secondary is going to hold up with Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch being out. Because Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch are like two of the biggest playmakers.
Yeah, they might need to blitz. They might need to blitz. I don't know.
It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah,
they might need to get some shootouts early on.
If their defense can stay healthy, like I definitely think they can win the division. Like they've shown, like they can hang around with the best of them.
To me, that's pretty much what separates them from winning the division, and not. Well, it kind of just defense stays healthy. I think they'll win it. Defense doesn't stay healthy. I think they could end up being below Minnesota possibly, like because it gets
couldn't
scary.
Beat them last year.
Yeah, it could It gets scary with their defense if it can't stay healthy.
Yeah, because then it's like you're almost the offense has to score every drive. It seemed like there were games like that last year for the Lions. Where it's
the problem with their defense was you could just block away. You could just literally take like 8-9 minute drives, so then Goff doesn't get the ball back, and then they're pressing, and that's when you turn the ball over is when they're pressing, and that's not even just a Goff thing. That's every quarterback thing. If you're pressing to make plays, it's when turnovers happen.
Right, when you're chasing points. Yep.
Right. That's when turnovers happen.
Yeah.
All right. I think we covered them pretty well. How are we feeling about their floor and ceiling? I think we kind of talked about it. I mean, with the health, I mean, maybe 6 or 7 wins.
I still think their floor is probably an 8-win team.
8-win team?
I think so too.
The offense is really lethal.
Yeah, even with all the things that went against them last season, they still finished with a winning record.
True.
Yeah, I mean,
and think about they play the NFC South.
Yeah, that, and they have a top 10 player at quarterback, top 10 player at receiver, top 10 player at running back.
Right.
O-lineman.
Still loaded with weapons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like regardless of how that defense is,
Jared Goff plays so good at Ford Field too. Besides that playoff game against Washington, but we won't talk about that.
8-win floor. What? 13 or 14?
14.
I think 14 would be.
14?
I think 14.
I would probably go 14. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, their over under is 10.5. I took the over.
Okay. Because I've taken the over. Have I taken the over? No. Okay. Well, yeah.
I'm taking the under on the whole fucking division. What the fuck am I thinking?
I don't know.
This is going to be under for me.
He just thinks nobody gonna have no wins.
Yeah, no.
This is gonna be the worst division of football.
He's gonna be high on the South. He's gonna have the South all over.
I'm gonna have to put not betting advice.
Hey, because when I post this, I ain't trying to get nothing back, bro. Because it's like over unders and stuff, you know.
Damn, I took over on the Vikings and the Bears.
I'm gonna go over on the Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over.
I gotta go over too.
I
gotta take somebody on the over.
I think.
All right, over Jason.
Yeah, I can't.
Over Dylan, Michael, and Will.
Division to be the 2020
under
NFC East.
Under for me.
You're under, Will. Okay.
Yep.
Dylan, you wouldn't have a great time if the Bears won the division at
Jack, where are you at, man?
No, probably not.
You're thinking, Jack?
I am thinking because this is kind of tough.
All right, well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, I'm just kidding.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3. That's enough for me.
I just type in over even without. I know you're trying to say under.
Again,
I know you want to say under. I know you want to say under.
I do,
Expose
but I
that
think
you're a
I'm gonna
hater.
go. I think I'm gonna go over because I think they'll hit 11. I think they'll hit 11.
Okay.
I still think the Bears get
Or
12,
who we thought they
but I
were.
think they get 11.
Wow, Will's a stupid ass, I guess.
What
I'll go
you want to
Bears.
look at the last vote that we did for the Bears and say that again, Mr.
Yeah,
Loner?
no.
On the
I mean, the
No,
Vikings
we're not
is
talking.
the
Well,
real
we're not talking
true
about that
split.
right now.
The
Are we?
Vikings is the true split. I like how we all
We're
took the
talking
under
about
on the
you being a
Packers
stupid ass, not
because of the
me.
Parsons thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking the Packers super under. I'm just taking them by half a win.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're all at
Yeah,
like
that's
10
where
or
I'm
9.
at.
And like
Yeah,
that's
So it's not-
that's why I'm taking
Yeah.
the Lions over. I
That's
have
the
them
thing
at a
about
half
the
point
over-under.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like context
Wait,
context really matters.
I mean,
Okay, I agree.
contact does matter as
Yeah.
well, Dylan. You are right.
It's
Contact
not
does
like
matter.
it's not like I'm saying like, oh, the Packers are going to finish
Well,
with
exactly.
8 wins. Like, no,
If the Packers tie again, does that count as half a win or?
no.
No,
All right.
this
Anyways.
freaking guy. Leave the call.
Just
All
call
right.
the hotline
Gladly.
already.
Onto the other conference. We got the AFC North.
Yeah.
What?
I know this graphic
You said
says we
the
got the
other
Ravens, but we're gonna go because I ain't an AFC fan, man. Anyways, we're gonna go Bengals first, then Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Okay.
Oh,
So the
okay.
Bengals, I believe we're gonna be kicking that one to good old Jason here.
Oh boy, you got this is gonna be. Is this gonna be Jason shitting on Joe Burrow for?
Yeah.
oh
Should I
my
just
God.
should I just go on a 10-minute rant about why the Browns are
No.
probably, or about why the Bengals are
Why
probably
Joe
the
Burrow's
greatest
the top three
franchise
quarterback?
just ever? Joe Burrow should just look for a new home somewhere else. No,
Yeah,
no.
Carolina Panthers.
It seems like, I mean, there was just a clear path going into the offseason for Cincinnati after a pretty, down and injury-riddled season for them last year. They really attacked the defense in free agency in the draft. Really like what they did. Dexter Lawrence was a great addition to the defense. Didn't understand the extension they gave him. They're basically just going to have to retalk another extension next year. But, I mean, if you don't have to deal with that till next year, I guess that's a win. So, Dexter Lawrence should be great. The Boye Mafe signing, I liked it at first, but the more I looked into it, I'm a little concerned with it. It was a lot of money.
He's a very average pass rusher.
Yeah.
I don't think he's worth that much.
I don't think he's gonna be worth the money.
He worked
Very
really
good.
well in Mike McDonald's scheme, and that's
Yeah.
why
What's sad
he
is he's
succeeded,
their
and that's why he got
best
the
edge
bag.
rusher though,
Yeah, that's the problem.
and that's why he
He's
might
gonna
end
be their
up
best-
playing up to being worth it. It's because he's their best edge rusher.
Maybe Shamar Stewart can show something this year.
I would not bet on it. I'm sorry,
I-
not to be a hater. Not
Hey.
to be a hater. He is young enough though.
I'm with you.
He's
I'm
got
not
the
really
tools.
betting.
He's got the
I think
tools.
I think Cassius Howell has a little more.
I was gonna say I'm more on Cassius Howell,
Cassius
maybe
Howell,
stepping up and being that
that's-
guy. You know?
I think Cassius Howell could maybe step up.
They
and
got
be-
Jonathan Allen too. Damn.
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
D line's
Jonathan-
actually pretty solid for the Bengals this year. if we're
I was
being
gonna
real.
say I don't think the D line's awful. I just still think there's some problems gonna be had generating pressure.
Yeah,
The real issue for me is probably their linebacking core.
it's the biggest issue.
I
Oof.
have very little hope in this linebacking
It's
core.
rough. They got to
That's-
really step it up.
Just it looks egregious this season, but it's been egregious the past few years. So
hmm
maybe they can find ways to cover it up. Their secondary looks very improved. I do like Brian Cook back there. He does have a lot of good experience, so should help there.
Yeah,
Jordan Battle also.
their outside corners, Dax Hill and DJ Turner.
I like
Nobody
me Dax
talks
Hill.
about how good they both are.
I like Dax Hill
on
a
the
lot.
outs Hill is incredible. Because the problem is they played him on the nickel, and he's not really a nickel. He was a nickel in college, but he has not been a very good nickel in the NFL. They play him on the outside, and he's arguably just as good as DJ Turner, if not better. And DJ Turner was a top 10 corner last year, top 5, arguably. DJ Turner was incredible for the Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the problem with their team. They just need to get some pass rush
That's the real
to help.
problem. They
Yeah,
gotta
to
get some
help
heat.
help those guys out.
Mhm.
We can go talk about the real. Can this offense stay healthy?
Mhm.
There's not much deeper we need to go with this team.
Joe Burrow.
There's really not. Yeah, there's not. Yeah, Joe Burrow. Are you gonna stay healthy or not? Because like
I don't know, man. His toe might get to hurting again.
Yeah, exactly. Toe injuries keeping him out for half the year and just derailing the season.
That turf toe's a bitch.
That turf toe is serious. Yeah. That turf toe is serious. Trust me. But it's just
serious.
Yeah. But it's just.
Another guy who's got to stay healthy, Amarius Mims. He's actually attacked shown linear development. Literally, when he's on the field, he gets better. He's actually really good last year. So if he can stay healthy, that's a guy who can actually protect for Burrow. You know,
something I do have to say, I won't complain about as much as we probably have complained about in past year. Their offensive line doesn't look horrible this year.
It's really not that bad.
I don't. Honest. Fairchild is maybe a question mark.
Right.
Ted Cars as well, but they did draft Connor Lew.
And so Brian Parker. You know?
Yeah, and they did. Yeah, I did forget about Brian Parker. You are right. So maybe they can take over there. But I mean, I still don't think it's awful. It's just, is Joe Burrow going to stay healthy? Like, what's going on there?
It would be nice.
Like,
we all want it.
Yeah, I'm
starting.
Would
be ideal. Yeah.
T. Higgins is got to stay
Bengals fans came at me the first time when I said it. Like, how much longer is Joe Burrow going to sit around there with this lackluster ownership, and B, how much longer are the Bengals going to keep believing in a healthy season out of Joe Burrow? Because it hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah, I mean,
how many healthy seasons total have we gotten out of Joe Burrow?
Maybe
in his career?
2. This is I mean, you're right, but
that's kind of starting to become a problem.
That had a 45-foot leash on Marvin Lewis. And
they did, yeah, you're right.
8 years of Zach Taylor. I think they're going to keep trotting Joe Burrow. I hear you that maybe that might be the smart move, is to try to maximize value if you just can't trust them to stay healthy. But I mean, I just think it's starting to become a problem that more than 50% of their cap space is tied into Burrow, Higgins, Chase, and now Dexter Lawrence it probably puts it at close to 70% of their cap is tied into 4 players. And they haven't had a playoff appearance since they went to the Super Bowl.
No, 2022.
2022.
Yeah, because they actually lost to the Chiefs that year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going on 4 years without even a playoff appearance. Like, I think this is starting to become now or never time for Cincinnati, especially with how their payrolls, lined up. Like, they don't have many options to upgrade the team. They're kind of just whatever it is what it is. That's why I feel this is kind of the year. It's either they get the health put together or maybe it's time to maximize some value.
I mean, I think they should have canned Zach Taylor after last season. I think they needed to move on from him.
To be honest, I thought Zach Taylor should have been fired 3 years ago now.
2.
Yeah.
2 in my opinion. 3 would have been fine, but I think 2.
I would have been fine after 3, but
like the slow starts every year that the Bengals have are just kill them.
Every year.
Every year they start off like 1-3, 0-4.
The slow starts aren't even my biggest problems. It's just his decision making and his unwillingness to admit when he's wrong. He just
the way
the Jake Browning situation. The Jake Browning situation really just kind of made me look at him like, all right, you just want to be right.
Right.
You don't like you don't really care about what the team is doing. You're just gonna keep dropping Jake Browning out there till you can be like, well, I told you guys he's good. Don't worry. I know.
I told you guys. He's good.
Like that's just what it seemed like he wanted to happen.
Bro was
until Jake Browning literally made it to the point where it was like, I can't play him. I'm gonna get fired.
Yeah, it was not good.
He was ready to go 0-8, so that 9th game, that breakout game, he could be like, "See."
I solely believe he would have died. Like if he would have died with Jake Browning until he played a good game.
I agree too.
This is why he would have. This is why he was starting him. He's seen the development.
Right.
Like
it was surprising with considering though his last stint as the spot starter. He did actually play well.
I was high on Jake Browning. I thought he was a good
backup, so I was actually surprised as well.
I thought he was a guy that possibly could get into free agency and get on a team that's just looking for
maybe
a spot
get a bag like a Browns bag or something. Like
what Malik Willis did this offseason.
Right. I mean, I guess
that
at
could have
least
been Browning, but
the nice thing is for the Bengals. I mean, I guess they do have a solid insurance policy in Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Well, they had to go get him though.
I'm kind of.
I know, but this year too, I'm saying they got him. So
yeah, they have Flacco this year.
Like they won't have to go get somebody if Joe Burrow gets hurt, which who knows?
But I'm at the point where it's like if we're succeeding without with Joe Flacco, like what's the plan if we're winning with Joe Flacco and Burrow goes out for another season? It's like Burrow staying healthy is just my main that's my main thing for them this season. I don't even
defense got to play way better too. It's not just
for sure. But I want to make this point. To me, the Bengals season I don't even think is about winning. Joe Burrow, play 16 games, play 15 games. Give them some hope that there's going to be some long-term health.
They will win if he's in the 15, 16 games.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying.
As long as he's healthy, I think they're going to win games. But that's where I think that focus has to be. Burrow needs to stay healthy because without Burrow, what does it matter? 40-year-old Joe Flacco's not winning you a Super Bowl.
Not even.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
he'll keep you close in shootouts. He won't quite win them, but he'll keep you close.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with Cincy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you covered it well.
I think you covered it well. But if anyone has any comments,
there's no need to dive into this roster.
That dude, LSU.
T. Higgins has got to stay healthy too. He gets hurt. He misses a lot of time too.
Yes, he does have to stay healthy.
The whole team. I keep screaming. It's mostly the whole team. Nobody stays healthy.
And then defensive wise, just like Chase Brown said last year, just get a fucking stop.
Yeah, Chase Brown lost his shit, dude.
Yeah,
that was wild. They lost to the Bears. I could not believe they lost.
Well, and I couldn't believe that, they called out the other side of the ball like that. Like that just goes to show you how much of a mess that locker room was at that moment.
Zach Taylor probably lost
that's not a good look
for a bit,
Were they what they were saying? Was it wrong? No, but you got to maintain your level of professionalism. Like, you can't be throwing the other side of the ball under the bus like that. No matter.
I don't know, man. With
even if you do it behind closed doors.
Those I don't care, man. What that Bengals defense was doing those few weeks, leading up to the Bears game and what happened in that Bears game, I would have done that same shit.
You do it behind closed doors.
The fuck doing it behind closed doors.
Well, I think
everybody knows, and everybody sees the same shit that they are playing through. Get the fucking stop. They had three chances. They had 3 chances to get a stop in that Bears game and win it.
Even the last play.
They had a fucking stop.
Even the last play was.
I'm
they had two people tried to tackle Olsen Loveland. He bounced off one dude, spun around the other guy.
That was insane.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nasty.
Like, there comes to a point like Chase Brown was. I don't think.
Like if that was the play that ended the game per se. I know that there was time after for them for a chance, but that was basically the play to end the game. I would have probably reacted the same way.
And I also like to defend Chase Brown a little. It's obvious Zach Taylor wasn't calling them out. So somebody had to do it on the team.
I mean,
for sure it's obvious Zach Taylor wasn't going in there calling out that defense and telling them
that whole incident should have been right there. Like there's your justification for canning Taylor.
Yeah.
I mean, when Eberflus was coach for the Bears, Jaquan Brisker was doing that at home on Twitter when he was injured. He was just actively tweeting about how terrible Matt Eberflus was doing. It's just sometimes someone's got to say something
I guess just before we end the Bengals talk, just to point out the Zach Taylor thing, he's probably not going to get fired, unfortunately. Mike Brown is as cheap as they come, and he is not going to be paying 2 head coaches. So
no chance.
Yeah,
especially with all the money he's paying to Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase.
Zach Taylor will finish out his contract at minimum.
Yeah, he better go 0-17 if there's even a chance of him getting fired.
With the cap space being tied to those 4, I feel like if their season's getting rocky, I'd probably say maybe Dexter Lawrence is the safe one just because they just got him, but who knows?
I don't even think he's safe.
Yeah, again, I don't know. But, yeah, I think you see, like, Joe, Jamar T, or Dexter Lawrence on the move if the Bengals cannot. Yeah, if the Bengals get nowhere near what they're projected of 10.5.
10.5?
That's insane.
Put Jason under. Put Jason under.
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 I'm the over.
Yeah,
I'll take hammering the shit out of
if Joe Burrow plays a full season, I'm going over too.
I'm going.
Yeah,
I don't believe
that's
he's
a
going
what if
to.
though. Yeah, and that's like.
So is this accurate? What are we at?
Has Joe Burrow ever played a full season?
Yes.
I mean,
Dylan said over, I believe.
Yes, he has.
Honestly, besides the Browns, again, there are 3 teams in this division
Dylan.
that I can see.
Let's go, Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Dylan. We know ball.
Good.
I mean, I fully agree. I fully agree. If Joe Burrow is healthy for the full season, they'll win above.
Yeah,
10.
He's on and off. Goofy. Guess what? He just was hurt all year.
It's like CMC. He's injured.
Yeah, he ain't hurt no more.
Okay.
It's not like CMC. It's every year.
But yeah.
I'm gonna go over.
Mike said over.
Mike's going over. I didn't hear you then. My fault, Mike. Cool. We're at 3-3 then. Bets.
We'll go over. You guys know me. They got the most recent Triple Crown winner on their team.
Yes, sir.
And he still had 1,500 yards this year with Joe Flacco. So
that's fair.
I just think better offense. I think good offense beats great defense. Great offense beats good defense every time.
No, the Bengals literally proved that last year. It doesn't.
Nah. But that was without their quarterback. I think like Ethan said, one on, one off. And this is going to be the one.
Burrow's playing, baby. Come on, give me give me a bang on the bucket.
That's where I'm at.
And I hope he can.
I'm a huge Joe Burrow guy.
Yeah, but one of the things that's always been since
he's gonna happen at this point in his career. One of the things that's always been his age 30 season.
Yeah, okay, I don't care. I'm
his problem has always been protecting him,
and I believe in the O-line more than I typically do.
And I would love if Joe Burrow can go through a full season and be proved wrong. Yeah, it's just I'm worried. It's
like
also believing in a Zach Taylor-led team to win 11 games is just kind of getting wild to me at this point.
Well, I did. So how about that?
He said, "Well, I."
You should go. Well, I did and do still.
Yeah. So how about that?
Said I will believe.
I believe. All right.
I'm not.
You guys just wait.
Jamar Chase.
Just wait when you see Trey Hendrickson snap Joe Burrow's leg this year.
Oh God!
And we're moving on.
Okay, what a way! Yeah, what a way to go to the Baltimore
Ravens.
Okay.
Freak show.
For real, good lord, he's he's gonna snap his leg.
Trey Hendrickson's coming back with a vengeance, man.
What is wrong with you?
Right. He does hate Cincinnati. He does hate Cincinnati. Trey Hendrickson.
He does. I mean,
Mike Brown's pretty easy to hate. So I mean, he's probably one of the worst owners in football. It's right up there with Woody Johnson.
I think he's a bottom 3 owner in all sports.
Oh, wow.
He is awful.
No, he's awful. I mean,
yeah, Dylan, there's years that the Bengals won't spend up to the salary cap because he just doesn't want them to. He puts a budget on the salary cap.
Yeah, I guess how bad do you got to be that Carson Palmer would rather retire than play there?
All right, guys, let's let Mike have the spotlight.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
It's Ravens time.
It's Ravens time. So, first of all, I think the Ravens are definitely going to have a bounce back season. I mean, 8-9 last year. They missed the playoffs by a field goal.
Shout out Tyler Loop.
Yes, Tyler
So
Loop.
rough.
So rough. One of the roughest ways to go out.
Sad.
Lamar Jackson missed some time. Derrick Henry, quote unquote, had a down year, but I think all of that is coming back. I mean, if we're saying 1,500 yards is a down year.
That's crazy.
Like, come on
Will.
now. Like, come on
You're
now.
welcome.
But I also like their draft class. They had a really nice draft class. I think they got the best lineman in the draft in Ioane. I thought he should have went higher. I was surprised that he fell to the Ravens. And they also addressed the receiver room a little bit more. I like Jacoby Lane out of USC, 6'4", huge catch radius. You just
I
what?
disagree.
You
I
don't
don't.
like
I
Jacoby
don't.
Lane?
Yeah, I don't.
like
I think
Jacoby
he's.
Lane.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think he's 3 years away.
I like Jacoby Lane, and I like
Okay,
Surratt.
all right.
I like
He's
Surratt
got. The,
too.
I'll tell you this. He's got the
I like
tools.
his
Surratt is.
TikToks.
I think Surratt is so much better right now. But Jacoby Lane has the tools where if he can finally learn to kind of play through that contact, because at USC, like if he got touched, he's not gonna catch the ball. So
Yeah, that's fair.
he has a crazy highlight tape, but I need to see consistent route running, consistency against the press. And he just doesn't have it. So that's why I said 3 years away. Time to develop it.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. I just wanted to get my take.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, I just think them addressing the receiver room. Zay Flowers,
I do love Elijah Surratt, though. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. Zay Flowers just mental errors with him. It's never an ability thing with him. He always 1,200 yards, 5 touchdowns. You can't be mad at the stats, but in the Chiefs game, fumbling on the Chiefs game in the AFC Championship a couple of years ago, was just mental errors. Like, and then Mark Andrews dropping balls on 2-point conversions. It's just mental errors that have hurt the Ravens in the past that I think that hopefully they can overcome. And then the injuries last year with the defense. I mean, they got gutted by injuries last year.
Mm-hmm.
And Buchanan.
Yeah. I can't. You know me. I'm terrible with names, but Namdi, the defensive tackle, was hurt the whole year with that neck injury.
I don't think he's playing again this year.
I don't think he's on track to, at least.
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, they were worried it might have been a career ender at first.
Yeah, exactly. I saw that. So they just, they were gutted by injuries. So hopefully they can come back and be a little bit better on that standpoint. But Lamar Jackson, I believe when he's healthy, I think he's the best quarterback in the league. 2-time MVP. Should be 3 times.
Should be 3.
Yeah, should be.
You know what I'm saying, Will? But I just think he's a showstopper, like best quarterback in the league, like without a doubt. So if he can stay healthy, he does just like with the Bears. I think how well their quarterback plays and how far he can take them is how far they're going to go. But I think that's really all I had. I mean, I really like going back to Surratt and Jacoby Lane. I say Surratt is like more physical at the moment and he's more NFL ready. But I do think Jacoby Lane has a little bit more upside. He's 6'4". Like we said, his highlight tape is insane. Catch radius is insane. Lamar Jackson hasn't necessarily had a receiver with that catch radius that they've taken this high. I mean, Bateman's only 6'2". So we just gotta see how the rooks develop. And also, we got to see how the defense is going to work under their new coach with Jesse Minter. We saw how the defense played in Los Angeles with the Chargers. Only allowed 18 points a game last season. Had the number 3 defense in the league as far as points allowed. So I can only assume that the talent that the Ravens have, when healthy, they're going to replicate that.
Zion Young pick, good lord.
And that Zion Young pick, addressing the rest, I forgot about him in the second round. I talked about Ioane. I didn't even talk about him. Zion Young to go on the other side of Trey Henderson. I just think that's just going to be great for their defense. But I think that's all I got on.
Yeah.
Straight, yeah.
So I'll pass it to you guys.
So
one thing I wanna talk about really quick, just question maybe to you guys is, I don't understand why they saw Mark Andrews regressing so much. I mean, he's had catch problems a lot recently, and they decided to re-sign him instead of bringing back Likely or Charlie Kohler.
They did draft
Charlie Kohler is the one I didn't understand, but Likely I don't think they like his. I don't think they liked him much in the run game.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That totally makes sense to me.
Yeah, and that
this
makes
guy's
sense
more
for
of the blocking tight end.
Yeah, they
is more of that receiving kind of guy.
Yeah, they drafted him from in the 5th round, I think.
Durham Smythe's a stud. We know this about him, right?
Yeah, we know this.
That's right.
I actually
Reliability.
do have a question kind of we know Lamar Jackson is Lamar Jackson, but after he came back from injury last year, he kind of struggled. Especially towards the end of the season, he really wasn't carrying the ball much. His last 3 games, he had a total of 8 carries.
Well, yeah, he got a hamstring.
Yeah, the hamstring, obviously. Is it concerning the injuries maybe are catching up a little to him physically at this point? Does anybody feel concerned about that at all?
I think it was really. If I might be mistaken, I think it was just this past season, really. At least the past couple of years.
I think it's only his last season.
I think if this year gets hurt, you start to kind of raise a little bit of a flag, maybe not a red flag.
There's more concern, yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, in 2024 he played 17 games. In 2023 he played 16 games. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't say I'm concerned about his health.
Yeah, well, I only asked that because a lot of his stuff this year was lower body.
That's fair. I mean,
so I wonder. I wonder how they start the season with managing him through that rushing wise.
Well, I think he's going to be fully healthy now. It was a hamstring that was probably hampering him.
I think naturally as well.
I think he had a back injury as well last year.
Well, I don't think it was a hamstring too. I
don't think it was just the hamstring though. That's the thing. That's why I'm at. It wasn't just the hamstring. I know he ended up with a back injury as well later on in the season. Well, there's a couple lower body things that ended up hampering him throughout the year. And I just, with as athletically gifted as Lamar Jackson is, coming up on I believe he'll be playing on his age 29 season. He'll be 30 right around when the playoffs start. And with somebody that has the mileage that he has, with the rushing ability, you start to, you probably start to think about, hey, these lower body injuries are starting to come up. Is there any question that can, linger for a while? You never know. That's why I just asked that. I don't think they will personally.
Yeah, I mean, just to debunk everything you're saying, I mean, he had a hamstring and back injury, and he only missed 4 games last year, and they missed the playoffs by a field goal. And then he played 17 games in 2024, 16 games in 2023, and then he had.
I think you're missing what I'm asking.
Well, what are you asking? Because I'm just confused on what you're saying.
Well, okay.
You're saying these injuries are stacking. You're saying these. Hold on. You're saying these injuries are stacking up.
I didn't even say stack. I just
yes,
said
you did.
I just said he had a couple lower body injuries.
You just said stacking up.
You literally just said the injuries are stacking up, but he had a hamstring strain, and he's not a primarily rushing quarterback, but that's a key part of his game. And actually no NFL player is going to play through a hamstring strain.
I didn't ask him to.
But you're saying the injuries are piling up. But no NFL player is going to play through a hamstring strain.
No.
And then he had a back contusion as well that made him miss.
And I once again I brought up his last 3 games. He had a total of 8 carries.
Well, that could have just been game. That could have just been.
That's why I asked the question. Do they maybe move into the season? Do they go a little slower and bring the rushing on more towards do they have a plan to try and keep him healthy?
I don't think so.
That's why I asked.
I don't think they're taking his injury history into account at all. Actually, I think if he's feeling good, they're gonna play how they play.
It was very clear
I'm
in the
MVP.
middle of the season after he came back from the injury where he was given 9 carries, 4, 7, 6, 7. And then once the end of the year hit, he was down to 8 carries total over the last
Well, I
3
mean,
Yeah,
when you have Derrick, well, once again, that's another reason why they got Derrick Henry too, so you don't have to run your MVP quarterback.
Oh, for sure.
Like Derrick Henry had 1,600 yards last year,
and people could and 17 touchdowns too, and people considered that a down year.
Exactly. So I mean,
well,
like
I don't know
this was
many guys
like,
that
and people were complaining, and this was the main, and that was one of the main things people were saying when Derrick Henry got signed with the Ravens. They're like, oh, well, he's gonna dig into Lamar Jackson's carries. That's exactly what they want. Why would you want your? I mean, I wouldn't want my quarterback freaking.
Yeah, I wouldn't want my 2-time MVP quarterback getting fucking popped.
I don't need my MVP quarterback running the ball 140 times, 150 times in the seasons he played 16 to 17 games. I don't need my quarterback running 150 times every year. Putting their body out on the line like that. 150 attempts.
I think naturally as well, the carries are just going to come down,
Exactly.
Exactly. I want to talk about this a little bit too. I don't think there's really any concern over your 2-time MVP quarterback slowing down running or whatever you're saying. He has a great arm. I mean, he can get the ball downfield. He could be a pocket passer for all I care. It doesn't matter. If you just tell him to go out there, run the offense, and if you need to do something with your legs to keep the offense rolling, then you do it. You're a 2-time MVP. You know how to play this game at a high level. So,
yeah. And I would just like to see too, like offensively, like somebody other than Zay Flowers, like step up and produce for this team on the receiving side of the ball. I mean, Zay Flowers had 1,200 yards, but I mean, if you go back to last season's totals, I think the next highest guy only had like 400 receiving yards. And it's just, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's really good enough. Like it's somebody else.
422 from Andrews.
But look, that's why they drafted Jacoby Lane and Surratt.
Yeah, they need.
I'm trying to tell you, Lane ain't ready to play yet.
Hey man, he gonna be on the field, man.
But the thing is, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's like outside of Zay Flowers, like in the last, like, since Lamar's been around, they can't draft. They've had a lot of trouble developing wide receivers since Lamar's become the quarterback.
It's not even just developing. It's just everybody they bring in just seems it just doesn't seem to work out.
And I mean, the easy excuse, like for a while, was Greg Roman was there, and Greg Roman runs the football a ton. So I mean, that's an easy out. But even when Todd Monken was there, Monken's like a big pass first kind of guy.
Right.
Even that, and still outside of Zay Flowers, like nobody was producing. And it's like that's what I just want to see. Yeah, they got Derrick Henry. They'll run the football, of course, but like if they need a situation where Lamar's arm is going to win them the game and not the ground and pound game, like what do they do? Like, yeah, they got Zay, and I trust Lamar fully, of course, but it's like the weapons got to step up too. I don't know. That's just my thought on it. I don't know if y'all agree or disagree, but
no, I agree. I mean, really, just regular season before we hit these over unders, I think just like defensively, I mean, the secondary on paper is so good, but last year at times they did not.
Oh, they were brutal sometimes.
Marlon Humphrey's been over it. He's been overrated for a couple years for me.
Been that guy, yeah. So
he hasn't been for a few years to me.
I like the Chandler Rivers pick. I think he's more of a slot corner because he's a bit shorter, but I like the pick there. So I like what they're trying to do, but in general,
yeah.
And they still got Kyle Hamilton too.
Safety play is there. Malachi Starks.
And Nate Wiggins is still solid. I mean, he's young.
I like Nate Wiggins.
Yeah.
I think
their secondary
overall solid corner.
Their secondary is what saves this defense for right now. Because with the question mark they're on, Mbuke, you never know. Calais Campbell being as old as he is,
yeah,
right. Well, they got the guy from
Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson. They got
Zion Young. I know, but Zion Young. Yes, that's who I was thinking about too. Yeah, they also got Zion Young in the draft.
Yeah, they need Mike Green. They need another
Mike Green
step from Mike Green.
Something.
Yeah, he needs to show something.
Did not have a good rookie. Say the least.
Yeah.
No, they were really bad in rushing the passer last year.
That's why they had to.
Yeah, that's still my big concern for them.
really low amount of sacks last year. They just could not get home.
Yeah. Well, all right. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Didn't mean to cut you
Ravens?
off.
Ooh, 11.
Ooh.
Okay.
11 and a half.
11 and
So
a
I'll be
half.
honest with you. I have them at 10. Yeah, I have them at 10. So
Me
I am
too.
the under.
I'm taking the under.
I take the under as well.
Yeah.
10 or 11.
Like, yeah, I would probably
I was like,
say
it's 11 or
under, but
12
11
is the problem.
Yeah, I'd probably say 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm closer to 10 probably for the
Okay, yeah.
Ravens.
The four. Okay, Mike and Will, where y'all at?
Go 10 or 11 too.
I'm gonna go over.
Oh,
I think I'm going to go over 2.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit. Okay.
Damn, Mike's got the Bengals at 11 wins at least, and the Ravens at least 12. All right, I see you.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the Ravens at 10, so it's not like
I
we're that
think
far
I
off.
think with the
I mean,
Ravens
I feel like
competition in their division,
for-
they can go 5-1.
We're all still
I
high
just
on
feel
them,
like
you know?
for both the Bengals and the Ravens, I feel like this is the year before, like this is the year that they're gonna be like, okay, our quarterback is like they're gonna bring us to the promised land, or they're gonna like make a crazy shit. I'm not saying the Ravens are gonna get rid of Lamar, or I'm not saying, but like the teams
No,
are
but-
just gonna have to do like, but the Bengals are definitely gonna take that more internal look and be like, all right, what are we
The
doing?
Ravens already made the coaching change. So.
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But like, they're make the coaching change and then nothing happens. They're gonna be like,
Yeah, what's next?
right? You know
I was
what I'm
gonna
saying?
say, yeah.
And Lamar's due for another extension too.
And I was gonna say another thing to point out. Lamar and Baltimore have had tension with each other in the past, so them splitting apart in the future, especially if things can't get right, there isn't something that's. I don't think that's out of the question at all, especially with an extension due.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Well, let's see too how they do with the new regime too. Like that was the old regime with Harbaugh.
True.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But
Harbaugh
like
ran
what me
stale.
and Mike are saying,
Yeah.
like if nothing, they already changed their head coach. If nothing shakes,
If nothing shakes, they're gonna be like, okay,
you got to start looking at
Well,
bigger
even if
changes.
I'm-
Next,
even if
who's
I'm
really to blame?
If I'm Lamar,
Yeah,
I'd probably even
not
think
to,
that
like-
way too. If a new
I love
regime
Lamar.
comes in and it's not working, like if I'm Lamar, I would kind of be like, hey, like, why don't you guys see what you could get from me or something for extension hits, just something like that? Because think about his career too, especially with an extension coming up. If it's not working, why sign to stay somewhere it's not working for another huge chunk of your career? And then when you finally get to go and try with a different organization, whole different team, whatever, you're kind of on the back end of your career,
I mean, you also gotta. I mean, how are the? I mean, I love Lamar Jackson.
Me
He's
too.
Had his struggles,
He's
he's
one of
had
my
his
favorite
struggles in the
quarterbacks.
postseason, though. We all can admit he's had his struggles in the postseason. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's another kind of contributing factor in these extension talks coming.
But
up.
I mean, some of that ain't his fault.
Yeah, I don't.
They
I don't
Mark
think.
Andrews
Yeah, I don't
dropped
think
the
it's
ball
Mark
and
Andrews.
then
Yeah, Mark
his
Andrews.
fault, but I
Zay
agree
Flowers
with Jason.
fumbling.
He's had his
Todd
moments.
Monken.
Yeah,
Todd Monken
he's-
not using Derrick Henry in the AFC Championship
That
game
was
was just
disgusting.
utterly
Yeah, it's not
criminal.
100% his fault, but like he's definitely had his bad moments as well. So I mean,
No, I get it.
something's got. Yeah, I'm kind of with Mike here. Something's got to get going for the Ravens this year.
Right.
You did just fire your head coach. You're bringing in a whole new regime.
It was
Lamar
time.
Jackson. Like I said, Lamar Jackson will be 30
It was
right
definitely
around
time
playoff
for a
start.
new voice for sure.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah, it's
I mean,
definitely
the only
it
reason
felt a little
John-
overdue.
I mean, the only reason John Harbaugh had his job for as long as he did is because Lamar Jackson became so good.
Facts.
Because what do you call it? I'm sure if he didn't start Lamar Jackson his rookie year and go just Joe Flacco the whole way, he probably would have been canned.
He would have been fired that
Yeah,
year.
probably.
I don't think he would have made it out of that year.
All right. Which,
All right.
really quick, speaking of Harbaugh, did you guys see that video of him addressing the
God.
Giants?
The New York
Oh my
Giants.
god!
The New York
I'm
Giants?
standing in front of the New York Giants.
A little off topic,
This
but
is the New York Giants.
I give him two years. I don't think
Probably.
it'll work. I don't.
Yeah,
think
we'll
it's gonna work
when we
there.
get to the East, we'll
Yeah,
talk
we'll
about
cover
it
it
for
more,
sure.
but
Yeah,
it gave me a
right.
really strong. It gave me really strong. You got fired in your gut. Kind
Exactly.
Of,
You got a
Gannon.
fire in your
Jonathan
gut?
yeah,
Gannon.
kind of video.
He must have watched that like 30 times before he went.
He
and
had
addressed the
to.
You
Giants.
got a fire in your gut?
He said, "Jonathan Gannon, get me right."
All right, fellas. Steelers time.
Steelers.
Oh,
Steelers.
9-8, 8-9 time. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I was
9,
like,
8, 8,
Nobody
9
wants to
time.
talk about.
can we all agree this is like probably
standard is the
the most
standard.
uninteresting team?
This
to
will probably
watch?
be the quickest one if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I know. No,
Unfortunately,
I'm
the
saying
Steelers-
no. I'm saying though.
5
Is this
minutes.
not the
Oh,
most
we're done.
uninteresting team to watch?
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Kind of is.
Unfortunately,
Like,
yeah. If you're not a
what-
Steelers
what-
fan, this is a
Hold
boring
on.
team
Hold
to
on.
watch. I
Before,
hate to say it.
somebody name something exciting about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Somebody. Anybody.
Drew
Anybody?
Aller.
I mean,
DK Metcalf being a bust. I mean,
I mean, they do
Oh
have
my
a
God,
salary.
you're
I
still
mean, they
trying.
got like they got,
Yeah.
they got Pittman.
Drew
Still
Aller.
trying. I'll be honest, Jason. Jeremy Bernard. How about that?
Okay. Anybody else?
I think
Anybody
they'll
else?
be
Drew Aller.
Shut up, Jack.
No.
Shut up, Jack.
Nobody
I
is
think-
excited about Drew Aller.
I
think
mean,
they'll
actually,
be
there's
better.
a chance we might be if old man Aaron gets hurt.
No, I'll be excited about
That's what I'm
Rudolph.
saying.
I'm just playing.
I think they'll
No,
be
Will
better
Howard
now
before
that
Drew Aller.
Yeah, it will be Will Howard.
I will say Darnell Washington is fun to watch.
yeah.
Great
He is.
blocker.
Big,
It is
Great
fun.
big
blocker.
Yeah, it is
Well,
fun.
and like
Fun to watch the 6'8".
every
guy.
time he gets the rock, like he's just like a truck out there. Like good luck getting him down.
Right.
Yeah. They
I
really
think
just
he'll be much better, like play calling wise, now that Arthur Smith and his obsession with Jonnu Smith isn't there anymore.
Finally
Right.
gone.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I think
goodness.
that-
Hey,
I
but
think
guess
that's
what?
gonna
no
help.
reason.
Rogers
No,
got
yeah,
an
he's
old
got
play
Robert
toy.
Tonyan. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
got Robert Tonyan now.
Darnell is the number.
Rogers gets
one
his
day.
guy. What do you
He
mean?
gets his guy, dude.
What? Yeah, Dylan. You think Jonnu Smith was going to be overused? Guess who's now in that position?
Tanyan's gonna be that
Surprise,
guy.
yeah.
Robert Tonyan.
I'm surprised he didn't get Alan Lazard too to get the band back together.
He should have.
The Jet. I don't.
But-
Did the Jets release him?
Who?
Lazard.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
thought so.
but-
I could
He's
be wrong.
probably
I was
done
gonna
playing
say.
football.
No, I like the trade for
Not
Michael.
if Aaron
Pittman.
Rodgers
I
says
do
he
like
isn't.
the trade for Michael Pittman, though. I think that's a much better number 2
Yes,
for Rodgers,
I agree.
and I think that will help out DK too.
Jeremy as well.
Yeah,
I think it should.
I mean-
it should just open up their passing game a lot more.
yeah.
I think probably their biggest problem last season was they couldn't push the ball downfield for shit.
No, bro.
It was literally just
Even with
DK.
Yeah, it was literally.
And we know
DK.
how inconsistent he kind of is, you know?
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. I mean, it didn't help that their wide receiver too last year was
Calvin Austin.
Calvin
Calvin
Austin.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, Calvin Austin maybe.
Not gonna cut it.
I think that. Yeah, I think their offense will actually be better this year. Like it won't be as lethargic, but I don't know.
Defense
There's
still should
like
be good.
defense should
as long
still
as-
be good, but it's definitely getting up there in age for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it really is starting to depend on is Hayward gonna take a step back? Is TJ Watt gonna take a step back at all?
TJ Watt kind of already has, if we're being
Yeah, and
here's
TJ
the thing
Watt's
with
starting.
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt
His run
definitely
defense is
has.
still elite, but is he the third best pass rusher in that edge room? I think Nick
Nah.
Herbig might be a better pass rusher.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like on a down to down bit, because here's the thing that keeps TJ Watt up there in people's eyes. He still has a nose for the football and that clutch gene. But on a down to down basis, like there's another reason why Amarius Mims was so hyped up. He blanked TJ Watt. Like tackles that are not considered that high level are kind of just blanking TJ Watt. And he has his moments still against certain matchups because he still has that, he still has good hands and he's still technically sound, but he just doesn't have that bend he used to have or that athleticism that he used to rely on. So like, I think he's still great against the run, and that's why he's still going to be a top 10 edge rusher roughly. But that pass rushing has just kind of fell off a cliff, and it's what hurts the defense. That's why they kind of weren't on that elite level last year. Hayward has not taken a step back at all, though.
No,
but
he's
will he?
surprisingly, like,
But
he
will
just-
he?
Yeah, he's
People have been asking this for like how many years now, and it's
yeah,
still
he's
hasn't happened.
Still
yeah, right.
incredible,
Was
yeah.
he like 38?
The other guy
Something like that.
is Jalen Ramsey. Still gonna be the same guy. I know that
I like him out of the nickel, to be fair.
I do like
Yeah,
him out of the
not a
nickel.
problem with him
I
being
feel
nickel.
I feel like the Steelers have done a good job to put him in positions to still be very successful.
Yeah.
Which
Mhm.
I think some teams have a problem with that, where they just still believe they can they can just get every ounce, whatever's left out of players in that same position instead of, shifting them around. But
right.
Yeah, hopefully Jalen Ramsey doesn't, you got to hope he doesn't lose a step. Like the defense, like you guys said, it's just getting old.
And their another real problem is their interior linebackers. Peyton Wilson just can't even really stay healthy. Neither can Cole Holcomb.
Yeah,
Patrick Queen is not very good, if we're just going to be honest.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as a guy who really
Patrick Queen been fooling people for a couple years now.
He's been fooling people with the numbers.
He's been fooling people for a couple years now.
He'll rack up tackle numbers, but he is just not very good, unfortunately. And a saying that a lot of analysts like to say is you can be okay to, average at linebacker. You just can't be terrible. And unfortunately, the Steelers,
I think he's
kind of are in that ballpark, and that's what kind of hurts their defense again. And Joey Porter Jr., I think, to kind of bounce there, I like him a lot. He's just a little handsy, and that kind of gets in the way with the penalties. I think he did a lot better of a job last year.
He's just aggressive. That's all.
Yes. So it's going to happen.
That. If he gets a flag, he gets a flag. But I'd rather have him play like that than play passive.
I can back that. Jamel Dean, I love the signing there. As long as he can stay healthy. He's a
Brisker too. Brisker's good as long as he can stay
healthy. I've always liked Jamel Dean.
Darnell Savage ain't that bad either.
Yeah, in a spot start. I agree with that.
Yeah. Savage is good. It'd be nice to see if something can come out of Asante Samuel Jr.
Right. Yeah. I think Jalen Everett, there's something there. He might need a year.
Mike, I'm with you. I'm with you. No, Mike, trust me, I'm with you. I know he's ass. He sucks.
He sucks.
He sucks. I'm with you.
I don't even know why you brought up his name. I don't even know how he's on a roster.
He said, "Let's move on, bro."
Honestly, let's move on. Let's do Steelers over unders. Let's move on. I'm irritated.
Yeah, I mean, what I want to know is true. Like, how does this team handle or respond to Mike McCarthy's coaching compared to Mike Tomlin being there for the last however many years?
Why?
I just don't.
Why the hell did they bring in the same type of coach?
So weird.
Because
what are you doing, Mike McCarthy?
I think everybody missed how Mike McCarthy got there. Aaron Rodgers is the fucking quarterback.
Yeah. I understand that. It's just
no, I get
there's
that.
There's no other reason. No. There's stop thinking about it.
There is no other reason.
No, I get that.
There's not any other reason.
I'm just for me with the Steelers, I mean,
the Steelers.
I don't think there's a lot.
They needed Aaron Rodgers back.
There's
McCarthy.
Not a high ceiling for the Steelers for me.
No, it's
9
and 8
wins maybe.
10-7, or it's
and that's if the Bengals get hurt, the Ravens get hurt. That's the only way they hit 10 wins.
And then they end up just getting
6 wins.
And then they end up just getting smacked out of the wild card round anyway.
Literally,
I have them hitting their floor, to be honest with you.
I mean, CJ Stroud did his best to give them that game on a fucking silver platter, and they still couldn't do anything with it.
They still got blown out.
Yeah, they still got blown out.
I'm not high on the Steelers at all. I'm
they're
definitely going to be the low man here.
Yeah,
I think they're a 6-win team, to be honest, and I'll die on. I mean, and the problem here is Aaron Rodgers is an old man, and he did have a clean bill of health the last 2 years?
Yeah,
2 or 3 years.
I mean,
maybe?
He's played good. He's not really the issue.
Obviously, you don't wish injury on people, but is he going to stay healthy again behind the Steelers' offensive line got worse this year.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it's because Broderick Jones might not play again.
Right. Yeah. I don't remember the guard's name, so forgive me, Steelers fans. But he left after being there for a while. Let me look his dang name up.
You're blanking on it.
Hold on. Isaac Seumalo.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's on the Cardinals. Good. He was a good starter. I mean, he wasn't great, but he was a solid starter. Now they got to replace him. I mean, I don't know. I just think the Steelers I think they're a good team. I do not think they're a good team. I'm actually a liar. I don't think they're a very good team. I think their defense is good in a general sense, but I think relying on a 40-plus-year-old quarterback with limited, I think the receiving weapons are good in spots. DK is good at, running the seam, or not running the seam, my bad. Running the numbers, goes, comebacks. I think Michael Pittman hasn't quite been the same receiver since the back problems. I still think he's a solid receiver. He's going to be better than what they had. That's why I liked the trade for them and I praised it. but I don't think he's going to be like a game-changing receiver for them whatsoever. I do like Jeremy Bernard, though. I will say that. That's a positive. I know I'm giving a lot of negatives, but I really think he's going to mesh well with Rodgers in what he likes to do now, because Rodgers little more works underneath. You know, he's not necessarily – he still likes to push the ball down the field, but I think he likes to set it up more with the underneath passes more. So Jeremy Bernard is going to work well in that intermediate to underneath scenario. So, I mean – I think the Steelers in general is going to hinge on if Rodgers can maintain that level of play and stay healthy, then they probably will be like a 9 win, 8 or 9 win team. So I could see that. But
they should go back to 16 games just so the Steelers can go 8-8 again.
Yeah, honestly.
They just got to go 8-1 and tie.
No losing season.
They got to tie in Cleveland,
Yeah.
All right.
I don't really think it matters health wise what they do. I just think this roster is just kind of getting old, and a lot of teams are just getting better than them.
I don't disagree at all.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
All right.
Yeah,
Steelers are at 8.5.
Under.
I'm at the under as well.
No way in hell I bet on them to win 9 games this year.
All right,
No
just
way.
a bucket. I say they finished 9-8.
You're going the over?
Yeah.
Everyone else went under? Okay.
Give me 9-8. The standard is
the
It wouldn't
standard.
listen. I don't
That's
disagree
gone,
with
though.
Dylan.
Tomlin's
I
gone.
wouldn't.
The standard's not
Dylan,
standard.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like I really think they probably will win 9 games. But would
Yeah,
I bet on
this
them to
is-
win 9 games this year? Fuck no. Hell no.
The
Tomlin-
Ravens and the Bengals get healthier, and they're not winning 9 games.
Tomlin is gone. The standard is not the standard anymore.
I don't
Standard
even
is no longer the standard.
I
They
don't
will
even
be
think it
the
matters
most
too much
boring-
about just the
I
Ravens
think
and
it'll
Bengals.
just be the
Like,
most boring
everybody else in the
9-win
AFC
team in
should be
football.
better.
And then if they do somehow make the wild card because the AFC somehow ends up bad, they will get slimed by whoever they play in the wild card round.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
don't
my
think-
God, they'll get destroyed.
I don't think the AFC.
And
will
then
be-
everybody will be like, how the hell did this team end up in a wild card game like every
Right.
year? So,
Okay,
but
guys.
yes, I think 9-8.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's fair.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever, I'll own up to it. But
All right,
I'm the
guys.
same. Last team.
All
I
right.
have
Yeah.
to start
Jack
my
Neal
numbers.
spotlight.
Cleveland.
Come on.
So honestly, how I'm looking at this roster and the moves they made, exactly. We giving it all to Shadur. He getting the keys. Fuck Deshaun Watson. We're gonna act like that never happened if we're Cleveland.
They're
They're gonna be like, hey, what happened to a bunch of our salary? Don't worry about it. It's gone. We lost
Pro
it.
Bowl stat line here.
Yeah, because I know Shadur had a
Pro Bowler
split
right
with
there,
Dylan
excuse
Gabriel, but that was also dealing with their coach not wanting to start Shadur too. I know he was having some beef with him.
Yeah,
But-
Stefanski.
Yeah. But honestly, in the 8 games, 1,400 yards, 7 touchdowns isn't bad for a Browns quarterback in 8 games, I would say. I don't expect him to like jump up and lead them to the top of the division, but I definitely expect him to develop more. Your duo running back threat of Quinshawn Judkins and Dylan Sampson, I really like. I hope they can keep that for as long as they can, because that will also help Shadur in the long run. Maybe be able to do some triple option or something like that. I did like them getting. Hold on, I gotta pull it up here because I thought I. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
Thank you. Yes, Casey Conception and Denzel Boston. Thank you. I'm glad you knew where I was going. I think that was great pickups in the draft for him because that Jerry Jeudy. I think we can all agree now. Steve Smith was right, and he's a Jag. He's just a guy. So
Just a guy.
I forgot about
he's
that.
just a guy. So it's like
He is.
I think them getting Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion is great because you have a 50-50 chance of hopefully one of them taking over Jerry Judy's spot in the future. Now, I'm not saying right away. If it does happen right away, where you see one of them break out as a number one way better than Judy, that's awesome. But I think at least in the future, that gives them hope. One of them is your 1 and the other one's your 2, you know.
I'm betting on Denzel Boston to be that X. Just to chime in real fast.
I think so too.
Casey.
Yeah.
Same.
All right, my bad.
It's gonna be Casey.
No, he'll be the S, but he could be the number 1.
Shut it, Hollywood.
All right.
It's Hollywood. You got the glasses on. Future's too bright.
And then them getting Jesus, how do you say that first name? Elgton, the guy from the
Jenkins
from the Packers.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great pickup, especially for a center.
Total reshuffling of their own line.
I thought they did a good job of revamping their own line.
Total reshuffling.
Did a great job.
Yeah, you really gotta protect your quarterback next year.
Yeah, whichever one it's gonna be.
Not this year, next year.
Austin Baba, Parker Brailsford.
I'm with Will.
I like that. I think Joe Royer and Carson Ryan are going to kind of be more of that Y for them. Harold's going to be more of that move tight end, being more of like slot coming in and out.
Harold Fannin had a great rookie season last
year.
Yeah,
he did. I think he led the Browns in receiving, to be honest.
Yes, he did.
He did.
72 for 731.
Yeah. Jeez. Their offense was
that
putrid last year.
Yeah, which is another reason why when you look at the man right under him with one less target, where
the drops.
You're hoping one of your receivers you drafted is going to develop.
He said, where the drops?
I don't think.
Don't forget the fumble. Don't forget that fumble Jerry Judy had against the Raiders.
Oh yeah, that was
gross. Oh my god.
Or even in the the Bears game, he get the ball stolen from him, literally in the end zone.
Yeah. He did, in the end zone.
That's wild.
Like just
it was bad.
Man,
that's crazy.
And then defensive side, I do want to talk about, of course, the big thing, Jared Verse being the new Cleveland Brown because Myles Garrett's the new Los Angeles Ram. It's not Myles Garrett, of course, but they didn't get a bum back. Like Jared Verse, I think is going to help this defense a whole lot. I forgot they got Quincy Williams too. I know he's kind of older now, but I completely forgot about that. I think that will actually help them, especially with losing Devin Bush to Chicago. That's at least a linebacker. I mean, even if he doesn't, it's a solid linebacker is what I'm trying to say. If he doesn't,
Schlesinger won Rookie of the Year, right?
Yeah,
right. He's going to be that one, but I like Quincy as that too. I'm with Jack.
I do too.
I think that's a good
yeah.
sign.
Carson Schlesinger won.
Schlesinger's that number
one.
one.
Yeah. He was that good. I mean, it sucks too that they. It sucks that they had Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah due to his injury because he was a pretty damn good linebacker too.
He really was. He was showing.
They find linebackers there.
Mason Graham had a pretty good rookie season too.
And I was going to say I hope he keeps developing well. I think he has a good chance of being a good D tackle for the Browns. And then Denzel Ward is they need to keep him for as long as they can. That is something that keeps their secondary alive.
I know Garrett's not there anymore, but think about how many games this defense kept them in. Like throughout the year.
It's still going to keep them. Yeah, this defense is still going to keep them.
And that's my point. Yeah, that's my point. Even with getting Jared Verse instead of Myles Garrett, like that was a trade where it's not like, oh, now the defense isn't going to be as competitive. Like, no, they'll still be, if not as good, like this level down from it.
I'm curious to see how it is too without Jim Schwartz there now too, because Jim Schwartz was the one calling the defense. Those guys playing so good.
Yeah. Can we mention like the real thing about what the Browns are doing this year? Playing who they're going to draft in 2027.
Right. Yes. 100%.
Because your quarterback of the future, I think we all can agree, the quarterback of the future is not on this roster.
Not unless something crazy happens.
Yeah.
You just need someone to hold the keys for the whole season, though. This
I would agree. Just give Shakira the keys because it doesn't matter what.
Yeah, personally, I don't think he's going to even end up starting.
I think Deshaun's going to start, unfortunately.
I just feel like
there are issues
from,
there
from
too.
what I've heard
So
from
it's
their
like-
camp that they've talked about as long as Deshaun's healthy, he's going to start.
Yeah,
I've
The
heard
problem,
that.
when I was
whole
looking
problem
stuff
with it for
up, I was-
Shedeur is, the whole problem with this for Shedeur is, Deshaun Watson's guaranteed $55+ million. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think his cap hits like
whether-
80 million this year.
yeah, exactly. So whether Shedeur is better or not, he's probably not playing.
Right.
And
Right,
at
you're
that
not
point,
gonna have a guy sit on the
at
bench.
that point,
But-
with how bad the Browns can end up being.
But I mean, with
more than likely
Watson's
gonna draft a
injury
quarterback.
history, he'll probably only play like 5 games anyways before he gets hurt.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I mean, we hope because I
Yeah.
want to see Shedeur. That'd be a little
Yeah,
more
I'd
fun,
much rather
more
see
interesting.
Shedeur.
Well, and
Yeah,
Deshaun's just
sure.
a piece of shit too. So I
That
mean,
too.
not really a guy I want
Not
to
feeling bad, unfortunately.
What did that guy say earlier?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to pull that back up. Yeah.
Oh, I said I wouldn't pull it back in. No, I think.
For Cleveland.
Oh Jesus, I'm freaking
He's bitten. He's
fucked with
right.
my mic. Sorry. I think
There you go.
with to touch on another thing on the defense, to get Emmanuel McNeil-Warren at pick 58 when he was
That was a
projected as
steal,
high
too.
as 18,
Mm-hmm.
and I would have been cool with the Panthers taking him at 19. Like, good lord.
That was
What
a
steal.
great
I think
pick.
he'll be starting by like week 6 or 7. And I actually like Rodney Hickman too.
Yeah.
But
I
think
thought the
Emmanuel
Browns had a-
McNeil-Warren's got a good sense for the game.
Yeah, I
Good
thought the
feel
Browns
for
had a really good draft this year.
Oh yeah.
They really
Like,
Not
this
many
is
misses at all.
definitely-
Great draft.
Like, if you're a Browns fan, this should not be like viewed as a competitive season. You just want to see your rookies and young guys. Like,
Yeah, this is
Develop.
definitely a developmental season for
Yeah.
all your young guys,
Like,
even
let's
the
just
guys
see
that played
if-
1 year. Your sophomore guys, just let them.
If you
develop
remember
more.
correctly, we ranked them the best draft class. So
yeah,
We did.
I thought they did.
I mean,
a great
if-
job.
If you're in their situation, it's just best available, and I think that's exactly what they
That's-
did. So
and I think they
Fact.
killed it.
Yeah, when your roster is that depleted, that
you
is one of
just
the
gotta-
benefits of being so bad. It really can't hurt you in any position.
No, not at all. Not
The
at
problem
all.
with the Browns is that I don't like the roster isn't that bad. It's the
No.
quarterback position is just that bad.
And that's what ruins you. That's the unfortunate part.
Yeah,
It totally
yeah.
ruins you.
They're
If only they
there's a
had-
question mark around the weapons too.
the
But
quarter.
it's okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, they have an adult.
I like
at
it way
QB.
more now. I like
Don't forget about that.
weapons.
Remember, they have an adult at QB now.
Oh yeah, there's an adult in the room now. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, that QB room is just such a mess. Like it'll be interesting to see if they can. I guess not see if they can, but how many games they lose if they're towards the bottom. If they're going to be a team, with a top 3 pick possibly next year. I think that's probably. I think we all can agree their floor is definitely like easily the worst team in the league.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Lower floor, but yes.
every time we talk about the Browns,
In
I
my
have
opinion.
to say it. I wish they could go back in
that's their
time
ceiling.
and just hold on to Baker Mayfield. I think they'd be having a lot less problems nowadays.
Possibly.
I don't know.
I don't
I feel
know.
like
I
they
don't-
just
personally,
weren't
I
given the
yeah.
best
I think the
situations for-
split.
they had.
I think the split was for the better for both of them. Baker, I think, got much better
Ridiculed
revival
for his
career
shoulder
for
thing.
leaving.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, the big thing about Baker leaving was the shoulder thing because they mismanaged it.
Yeah.
So
Right, guys.
personally, I really don't think they would have just messed up Baker more. Honestly, 5.5. That
That's
seems.
a tough one.
I'm still
I have
going
the under.
under.
I have the under.
I think
I'm
4 and
going-
13. I'm saying 4 and 13.
I have them at
I'm
2
gonna
and
go
15.
under as well.
No, hang on.
Yeah,
I did the
yeah,
schedule
2
prediction.
and
I'm at 2 and
15.
15.
I got to pull up who they play because I got to see where those 5 wins might come from.
I got it.
Well, they're going to beat
Or 6
Pittsburgh in
wins.
Cleveland. So, all right. Since I'm showing the screen, correct me if I'm wrong while I'm typing it in. Mike, are you under?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
they're
way.
definitely
they
going
got
to
it.
be in the.
Jack, are you
Yeah.
under?
they garbage.
1, 2.
I don't know.
Yo,
If their QB,
I'm looking at the schedule now. I'm going over. I think that
Oh,
they
that's
can get
perfect.
6. I think
Alright.
they can get 6.
Okay. Okay.
6 and 10 or 6 and 11. Sorry, I don't know how to count.
Holy shit. Jason took 1 over.
Oh my god.
Hey, fair
Dude's
play.
just a hater.
And that's the thing about I will say the thing about the over-under is even if it's under-over, he's probably only like a game or two around, you know?
Pretty much. I think the only one that I'm kind of off, that was off, was the Ravens. I'm probably around 10 wins, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the Ravens at 10 as well.
That's probably the only one, yeah.
Yeah, I had the Ravens at 10.
I guess the Steelers. I guess I'd say the Steelers. I'm closer to 6 wins on the Steelers.
I'm closer to I'm close.
Yeah.
I'm closer.
I
to
don't
6
believe
as
in
well.
that
I
team.
don't.
I'm going
I don't
under.
see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will's going under. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they have like 5 or 6 teams that they could beat, but they're not going to beat all of them.
They could.
Also,
Yeah.
Dylan took the most overs. He has 5 overs.
I guess the same on my unders here. I think, especially in the AFC, I think there will be a bit more separation of the top teams than we had last year.
I mean, you got to remember too. I'm not rating the Packers super low. I'm just I
No, exactly.
Oh yeah, I don't.
You don't have them at under.
I'm 1 off on everything else.
We made it. If
they were set at 9.5,
it'll be made super clear. We all are saying like 10 or 9.
Yeah,
like we're not saying like they're gonna win
like 5. Yeah.
It's just with the starting health of Parsons.
The Steelers could possibly win 5 games. I don't know.
Yeah,
true,
I agree with Jason.
That I could. Yeah,
I'm not high on the Steelers at all, dude.
I'm not high on the Steelers, bro.
Yeah, I really don't. I'm
like really not. The standards.
But that's why I'm not that.
I really hope
I'm so low on the Steelers. Kind of where I have.
Yeah, if the Steelers are 9-8, Dylan's gonna be.
Yeah, if they go 9-8, I'm gonna laugh at.
Let's all start coping if he does that, though. Oh, we were just making content.
Let's just ban him. It'll be 5-pack by then.
5-pack by then.
I'll just call it 1-pack.
Prediction by Jason.
Doing your job is riding. Doing your job riding on the Steelers now.
Oh, Jason's putting your job on the line.
Yeah, doing your job's on the line for the Steelers now.
The Steelers start losing. Dylan's like, no. No, come on.
No, if anything, let's be realistic here. I know it's not the same sport, but I probably should have been fired after I said the Mets were going to win the NL East.
Yeah, no. When I said they'd make the playoffs, I ain't feeling very smart.
Yeah, I probably should. That probably should have been the end of that. Should have been the end of my tenure. Let's be real here.
You should have had to make a tweet like, "Thank you."
Yeah, like all right, I got thrown out for making this take. So
just wait till the Packers fans tell you that it was really because you put Jordan Love at 17.
Yeah, wait till they pretend they didn't hear us say 9 or 10 wins. They're gonna be like, "You guys think the Packers are only gonna win 6 wins?" I'm
right?
Like,
no, bro, definitely didn't say that.
Well, all right. Sorry about that.
I propose an alternate line for the Vikings at 10.5, and I'm still going over. So,
oh my god,
why? Like,
all right, hey, all right, hey,
Mike, go ahead.
Hey, this is
you got this
6
guy
Pack
trying
Sports
to
Talk.
close
We had the whole pack with us today. We broke down the AFC and the NFC North division this time. So that's all we got for y'all today. But I'm one of the hosts, Mike Robb. Once again, we had the whole pod with us. We had BDT Athletics, Will Ford 89, Jason Ball Talk, Dak Deal, and Dylan.
And Dylan.
And Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
So we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, and we will see y'all on the next one.
Yeah, smash that
Peace.
like button.
Smash